News.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Changing your oil. We've got what you need. Regular changes are the best way to keep your engine running smooth. We'll help you find the right oil for your make and model and everything to help you finish the job right, like drain pans, filters, and funnels. And we've got more ways to get it all fast, like our next day delivery and our free same-day pickup, in-store or curbside. Getting the job done just got easier. Restrictions and details at AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Let me be straight with you. This is a radio commercial for 3 small business insurance. The policy has no fine print. It's clear what's covered. So while you can't see the following scene, just know that this pet store is protected by 3.
Joe, did you leave the snake tank open?
Look, I don't want to point fingers, but yes.
It's biting me. Sorry, sir. I'm calling my lawyer.
They're going to need some help with this mess. Luckily, they have 3. No fine print, just exceptional coverage. 3 is a product of Berkshire Hathaway Direct Insurance Company. 3. No nonsense, just common sense.
I've got muscular dystrophy. That means my muscles are weak and it can be hard to breathe.
Now is a scary time for everyone, as we are at a higher risk for respiratory infections.
In good times and bad, the Muscular Dystrophy Association helps kids live with neuromuscular disease. The pandemic places more than 200,000 adults and children with muscular dystrophy at a greater risk.
Breathing is often hard when you live with a neuromuscular disease.
But the Muscular Dystrophy Association is here to help.
MDA is what ensures they receive critical medical care at one of over 150 care centers across the U.S.
During COVID-19, kids like me are at a greater risk.
The Muscular Dystrophy Association needs your support now more than ever.
COVID-19 won't stop us. To learn how you can help, please visit helpmda.org. Thank you.
Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard. Think of how many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
What is hope? Hope to me was just that he would get to come home. I had no idea how hard it would be once he got back.
I wish she'd stop drinking so much. She thinks it's helping, but it's not. I hope she sees that soon.
I act like I don't care if he comes to my games, but I hope he does.
I used to hope he'd find happiness again. Now I hope our marriage makes it.
I hope Grandpa will get help. He thinks it's too late, but it's not.
With everything that he's going through, I hope he sees a counselor. I just want my brother back.
I hoped he'd get help. Stop hoping things would get better on their own. He told me to stop asking. I didn't. Then one day he asked for a ride.
Hope is knowing there are other families just like yours, that the veterans they love got help and recovered. Go to maketheconnection.net and turn hope into action.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
Did you have a hot shower this morning? Jamie, I hope you did.
I did. I think of Bradford White every morning now.
I did. I had a Bradford White water heater hot shower this morning.
Sometimes I have to take cold showers, but Bradford White's there for me when I don't.
Before you
bury the bodies out back, you take a cold shower.
I did. I forgot to soap up this morning, though. I shampooed
Today was shampoo day, and I forgot to soap up.
With their shampoo day? I don't know how this works.
I do not shampoo every day.
Okay.
I do not. You do not. There's no need to shampoo every day.
Okay.
Like I shampoo, and then I'll have a conditioner day where I'll just use conditioner, and then there's other days where you just rinse. There's all this routine.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen by accident.
It's a different world for me.
It doesn't happen by accident. One of the worst sitcoms of all time, A Different World. Terrible sitcom. Not fun.
Different World. That was
the Cosby Show spinoff.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
All right, we start the 6 o'clock hour today here. The franchise tag deadline coming and going. And it's not like the Eagles had any talent that they were worried about walking away. In fact, they kicked a couple to the curb. In fact, if the Eagles put half of their contracts on the curb on trash day, wandering vagrants would not pick it up. It's like a roster full of yard sale items picked up 10 years ago at a Big Lots that weren't properly cared for. Nobody really wants them. Now, I got good news. You're not in danger of losing anything else. But I got bad news for you. The roster stinks. I did a review yesterday of this roster, and I don't remember the Eagles roster being this bad since Andy Reid's first season when he took over the Philadelphia Eagles in 2000 or 1999. It's only going to get worse. In 1 week, the new league year is going to begin. And most other teams are going to go shopping like it's Christmas Eve. Now, I shop a month earlier, but that's a whole nother issue. Fans that are anxiously awaiting for the big gift under the tree. And by the way, you got 289 days to shop. Coach was kind enough to get that number for us, so be thinking about it. If you're waiting for a big gift under the tree, I don't know what we're getting. My guess is it's a huge lump of coal. And the lump of coal is courtesy of Jeff Lurie. Because Jeff Lurie is the guy who still believes that it was Howie that we were all hoping that we would find under our tree. Talk about the Grinch. There's the 6 o'clock hour as we get started with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, and Pat Egan, and the coach Eric Camille. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Jeff Lurie looked at his team at the end of the year, and I'm just getting excited. They're talking about the new league year beginning. Jamie, usually that is something that gets me so excited. Like, it's so excited because I'm usually thinking,
I like it more than the season.
What hole are you plugging?
Yeah.
What star player may end up somehow, and Howie's been known for it. What star player may end up coming to the team that you didn't expect?
Yeah.
They worked some magic.
Yeah.
This year, I'm looking at it, it's like, I'm not even waiting for Christmas. I'm not even excited for Christmas this year. And that's a bummer to me.
Yeah, the excitement for Christmas this year is, all right, well, what money are they going to free up that I wasn't expecting? I think they'll be able to make some moves. You know, guys like Malik Hooker that are coming off of injuries.
Hooker, I hardly even know her.
Stuff like that. Like, there will be some minor moves. They have a lot to do. But it's more like, all right, well, who's not going to be here that I wasn't thinking of?
See, that's
a weird offseason.
That's not supposed to be our offseason.
Yeah.
Bob, I looked at the roster yesterday, and I did a layover of the Eagles roster that Andy Reid had his first year. And I swear to you, I think I might have taken Andy Reid's first roster then over where the Eagles are right now. And I think people are bluffing themselves thinking, yeah, this roster is not that bad. There's not that bad a talent.
We have to come to a decision. And look, we're not always all going to agree. And I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the Eagles fan base. What do you want
we
out
know
of
that.
this?
We do know that.
Yeah. What do you want out of this season? Like you said, it's a lump of coal. Okay, how does that coal turn into a diamond? Most likely 4-12, 3-13, right? That's how you turn the coal into a diamond, by having a really bad year this year, having a good draft.
Good draft.
Need a good draft, and I firmly believe that. And then, but not having a good season, because you're not going to rely on rookies to carry you to an 8-8 season in most likelihood. So, turning the coal into something good means having to have a bad year this year. Look, I don't know what you could look for the Eagles this year. John, you keep saying it over and over again. Like, I'm okay with 3 wins.
And I really am.
I think everybody should be.
I want this to be a short period of time.
And I think it can be.
I do too. In the NFL, we've seen it. The fastest way to accelerate a rebuild, Pat, is to really be bad and then to make good decisions.
Which is exactly why I have no juice as the NFL league starts, because I don't want them to make any moves.
So you just want everything to be...
I want to burn it to the ground.
I sort of feel...
I'm so off.
I'm so much closer to Egan than I am to Lynch on this.
Yeah.
So much closer to Pat's
I feel like I'm looking at different rosters than you guys.
I will take short-term pain for long-term gain. I will take a miserable fall that will almost have us chuckling. I expect that there will be Mondays when we come in here and go,
what the hell was that?
That was atrocious. That was atrocious.
Unless Jalen Hurts is legit. That changes everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only for this year, but for the long term and how you build this roster and yada yada. I mean, we don't know. He could come out year 2 after working with Quincy Avery and look like Justin Herbert. And you're like, whoa, what the hell? But I mean, chances are unlikely, but we don't know.
By the way, I heard a Quincy Avery story yesterday. Not many Quincy Avery stories out there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I was told by an NFL writer who said to me, Quincy Avery turned down other starting quarterbacks to work with and chose Jalen Hurts as a client.
Interesting.
Wow.
That, he has a certain amount of clients that he can work with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he chose that other quarterbacks had tried to get Quincy Avery to work with them.
Interesting.
And he chose to work with Jalen Hurts because 4 guys want to work with you and you don't, maybe 5 guys want to work with you and you don't have time for all of them. And you can only do the job really well. And that he chose Jalen Hurts as a client.
So I sit between the two of you, and John looking for a 3-win season, and Jamie thinking that it could be a 6-7 win season, Jamie, something like that. All right,
5-6 probably.
So being
By the way, I need to know how to spell that because I tried to use it on the group text last night.
Kind of close.
E-E-H-H-H. So being the middle guy here, and as I usually am, do more things have to go wrong for your 3-win season to happen than have to go right for Jamie's 7-win season?
There's no questions asked. More things have to go right for things to go Jamie's way. For this team to be a 6 or 7 win team, almost 500.
Health is imperative for that.
Exactly. Jamie is thinking that the Pixies are coming into that locker room and just automatically healing all these people. The healing Pixies are coming in with the dust and making 32-year-old players coming off injury, 31 players coming off injury, just making them feel like, wow, I'm 22 again.
If I was Jeffrey Lurie, I would have everybody in Germany getting that good blood HGH cycle.
Spinning.
Or go to Tiger's Canadian doctor.
Yeah, wherever.
Dr. Frankenstein. The guy they called Dr. Frankenstein.
HGH is awesome. They should use that.
That drains your blood and spin it. I mean, is more? You agree, Pat? More has to go. More has to go right for Jamie to be right, and then more has to go wrong for me to be right.
I love Jamie's cockeyed, optimistic view. I really do. It's just wrong. In this sense.
It is.
It's so wrong. I mean, this team
Speaking
sucks.
in absolutes.
I am absolutely speaking absolutes because I watched a 4-win football team that really should have been a 3-win football team that got older. That's been ravaged by injuries the last 4 or 5 years. We've been having the same conversation about the injury situation of, well, next year it can't be worse. Next year they're going to be healthy. This medical staff has been awful, and they switched it out 3 different times. But the last time this team has been healthy was actually when Chip Kelly was the head coach. So, no, this team can absolutely be worse, and they probably will be.
It was this team was never healthy under Doug Peterson, ever. And arguably, they have been the most injury-ravaged team in the NFL since the Doug Peterson era began. They are soft tissue.
Yeah.
This team is a staggering bunch of soft tissue injuries.
It is amazing. I have never seen in all my years covering and watching sports here a team and 2 teams. The Sixers I'll throw in there too from years before you came in, John. You kept an eye on it.
Yes.
The injuries that come about with the Eagles is just fascinating. I mean, we're talking about soft tissue injuries that on other teams seem to be a week or 2 that turn into a month or 2.
I think there's something wrong. I think it's clearly you can say what you're doing isn't working.
Yes.
And how you prepare your athletes is not working.
Yeah, maybe some yoga, some Pilates, maybe some more stretching.
Wasn't that what Brady does?
Yeah.
Like he's obsessed with that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all Pilates with him and that Alex Guerrero guy. It's all stretching and plyo stuff.
I thought, by the way, I thought you had to be in great shape to do that.
To do what?
To do yoga and Pilates and everything.
Yoga is more of a balance thing.
Bob's done it.
I find.
So you have done it?
Well, I mean, I
his
like,
back,
Well,
yeah.
there's a guy, you can find him on Twitter, T-Bob Hebert, who's Bobby Hebert's son. And he does what we do down in New Orleans. He does morning radio down there. T-Bob, great
That's
guy.
a great name.
That is a good
T-Bob.
name.
He's
T-Bob.
T-Bob.
I like that.
And guess what? He is a T-Bob. He's like, he's like a giant meathead. He's really funny as hell. He would remind you
Does
of
he have a swamp accent?
He would remind you of no, because he grew up in he grew up in Albuquerque, where I used to work. And T-Bob, I knew him in high school, but T-Bob is a big guy, and he's not in great shape.
Yeah.
And he's been doing this yoga and Pilates and everything. And the other day, he puts up pictures on his social media where he has got his leg in the air, and I'm going, I can't. And he's got the gut.
Yeah. My wife tries to get me to do it all the time.
Gut.
And
He's
I
got
say,
like he looks like, he's a big dude. He's a big dude, but he's doing this picture, and I'm going, I can't believe he's able to do that.
My big fear with yoga is farting in class. I'm not going to lie.
I understand you.
Why would you?
Well,
I've
you're
been around
contorting your body, you're relaxing your body, you're bending over a lot, you're forcing
honestly,
stuff.
getting up, leaving that door seems to be the magic fart button. I got to be honest with you. The minute they walk out in the hallway, I'm hearing the ducks.
We're good teammates. We
I'm
don't
hearing
do
the
it.
ducks. That is nice.
And that's the thing. It's nice because some people that we work with used to come into the studio
and crop dust
and do it and then act like they didn't do it, and I'd want to physically assault them, but I can't.
A prominent guest on our show has been known to crop dust and find that it's very funny, and then you get hit with it.
I had my great Aunt Helen. She used to enjoy crop dusting in the supermarket and watching people walk into it.
Now, see, that's funny.
See, it just runs in the family.
I watched have you ever seen the Mythbusters episode on
crop dusting?
On farting. We've just derailed. And they say, like, in the frozen food aisle is where you're supposed to do that.
That's the best place to
Is
fart.
that why? Because it
There's
dissipates
something
quickly?
about
Air circulation?
No.
Oh, it stays.
Oh, yeah. If you're interested in doing that, you do it in the cold food aisle.
Maybe because the cold keeps it down
Like, it
as
keeps
opposed.
And it makes it last for whatever. And
Good
they
to know.
literally show you the green smoke of, if
that's
anyone's
great.
seen this, it's either
I've
the
seen that.
Mythbusters episode or something, but they show you the green smoke.
If only great Aunt Helen
something.
had this information
See?
back in the day.
She would have had that for
funky
you.
ass smell.
Oh man, that's nasty.
To shoot
I just
a
look
hole.
I just look at this. I usually look at the beginning of the league year as something that is the first of like the Christmas presents I'm opening up. It's the beginning of the league year.
I love it.
Then we have free agency. Then we have the schedule. Then we have the draft.
Yeah.
And it's usually like 2 months of just, okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm telling you this, the night before the schedule comes out, I'm like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
I will be so excited waiting for our Vegas trip.
Yeah,
Figuring out what
I
that's
can't
gonna
wait
be.
for that.
What's the date of that?
Not to shoot a hole because I'm not looking to, but one of the things that kind of goes against what you're thinking, Jane,
Sandbagger.
their schedule, although it's not
their
out yet,
schedule's rough.
their opponents are
Oh my
unbelievably
gosh, it's
difficult.
brutal.
So you have both Super Bowl opponents. You have the Super Bowl opponents both coming in Lincoln
here, which is
Financial.
great.
Yeah, home field advantage.
Look, Atlanta's not great, but that's a tougher place to play for the Eagles. At Carolina, at Denver, at Detroit, at Las Vegas, like those are tough games.
Why do I think we're getting a Thanksgiving game, too?
Are
got
the
that-
Eagles that marketable this year?
The Eagles,
Or doesn't-
the TV
I mean, is
market,
Detroit
the
Detroit marketable? That's
Well,
the
no,
one
I
every
hear
year.
you.
The
We'd
TV
say that.
market is always marketable.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I could see that. I could see them doing something like that. I just hope not. Hey, save up to 50% on almost everything right now at Mattress Warehouse. Plus, you can get 0% interest financing for 60 months and free delivery on all orders over $7.99. SleepHappens.com. Check out our friends at Mattress Warehouse. In the linchpin, Daryl Morey's got something to say about this gentleman.
This is the linchpin.
Daryl Morey said that Joel Embiid is the most dominant thing he's ever seen.
Ever or now? It's ever in the
I have the quote.
Okay, give me the
let me not botch
quote,
this. He
just to make
spoke
sure.
to Sports Illustrated's Howard Beck, and he said, "I get in trouble when I say stuff like this, but he's the most unstoppable thing I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. You know who I've seen," he says, alluding to Harden, "but I've never seen anything like it. Like last night against Rudy Gobert, he faced him up at 8 feet, and I mean it ended in a dunk, and Gobert is an amazing defender. He had no answer. Those are pretty big words from Daryl Morey.
Yep. That is prisoner of the moment.
There's don't
no
know.
way. Daryl Morey.
He's a unicorn.
Joel Embiid has not been more dominant player than Shaquille O'Neal.
But Daryl didn't see
He said
him.
he's the most
Wait a minute. How did
unstoppable.
Daryl Morey not see Shaquille O'Neal?
Well, he saw him, but he didn't see him up close and personal. He wasn't a part of the. I think he's talking about guys he's been associated with.
Well, then that's a different statement.
The most
That's a different
unstoppable thing I've ever seen.
I take that as he's been to a lot of NBA games.
Guess what? If he hasn't, then he did not watch Shaq's career. He did not watch it then, because there's no way that Joel Embiid is more unstoppable than Shaquille O'Neal was.
Well, he's averaging more points right now than Shaq ever averaged in a season.
Shaq was physically dominant.
That's what I'm saying.
Embiid is a unicorn doing things that haven't been done before, so
Correct.
I think there's a sex appeal to it.
I think Embiid is more stoppable, though.
I don't know if he's
Because of
stoppable.
Because of those things, I think he's more stoppable. Because who can physically defend? There were guys who couldn't just physically stand up to Shaq. Where Embiid, there's guys who can now. There's so many more players in the league that can physically defend him or athletically defend him.
Physical, I would give Embiid the advantage on most, maybe all, which Shaq was all.
Right.
Without question. When you go to the finesse game,
oh my God,
there's not even close.
There's not even close.
So I think maybe what Maury's saying, probably what
There's
he's
nothing
thinking,
like him.
because of the variety of ways in which he can beat you.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's a more. Guess what? Embiid is a absolutely more complete player than Shaquille, and it's not. I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
But unstoppable. That word unstoppable is where I'm stuck on.
Those are big words.
Those are big words because I believe that it was much harder to stop Shaq. When Shaq had...
Physically, you had no answer
you had
for him.
no answer for him.
Joel, I mean, the fact that he's taken a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year off the dribble and dunking, I mean, Maury's right. That's kind of insane because if you had to pick somebody in the league that, would best be the fit for Embiid, it would probably be Gobert, I guess. There's nobody really that can match him.
And we got to see them play against each other, which was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
And I like how you went to Shaq. If you were going to stop Shaq, you get 3 guys that foul him 5 times, put him at the line. He shot 52% for
Can't
his
do that
career.
with Joel.
Maybe Maury's thinking that. Like, my God, this guy's shooting almost 85%
Which, by
from
the way,
line.
is stupid.
It's insane.
It's stupid to me. I can't believe it. Like, I can't
What, that he's shooting that well?
I can't believe it. It doesn't make any sense to me to see a big man that is that great at the foul line.
Yeah,
I mean, think of the...
Yao Ming.
Hakeem wasn't bad.
No, Hakeem wasn't
Olajuwon
bad.
was pretty good at the line.
Yao Ming was great. Carl
I never
Anthony
thought of
Towns
Yao-
is good.
A guy, I hate to sell him short, but I never even think of Yao Ming in those conversations. I should, but I don't.
I do think that part of it is a little recency bias, and obviously he's paid by the team, so he's going to hype up his own
There
guy.
is that.
He is, yes.
Man, it's tough to make the argument against it, though. This season, he is a unicorn. Like, he's the closest thing we've ever seen to Hakeem. And the foul shooting, Jamie, you brought this up like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's insane.
What other team has their big man as like get the ball to that guy
Handling
in clutch
the
time?
ball in the last 2 minutes.
Because you want him to be fouled, and you'll know that he'll knock him
What
down.
is Olajuwon's? Did you check his numbers, his free throws? Because he was really good. I mean, he totally eclipsed what
his free throw percentage for his career was only 71%.
Still though,
it's pretty good. I say only
70% for a big man. I'm fine with that.
Yao Ming, 83%
Wow.
for career. His
Wow.
final year, he shot 93% from the line. Carl Anthony Towns is a really good shooter. We talked about Mike Jaminski.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys out there, but I think when Daryl Morey says that statement, I think he knows what he's saying, but I think from all facets of the game, this is a very unique individual we're seeing right now.
I think there's a little psychology going on with Daryl Morey too.
Perhaps.
I think he's saying, it'd be like Chuck coming out and going, boy, that group on the John Kincade show, they're the smartest, best broadcasters ever worked with.
That ain't happening. So it was funny when you said, "Oh no way," and you said Shaq. I thought you were going to say Harden. I thought you were going to say what? He just watched Harden for
2-time MVP,
10 years, dominate this league in scoring, assists, whatever, and he went to Embiid. But you brought up Shaq, which is a great one.
Well, I mean,
also,
I guess too though is and you've learned this with me, is I get hung up on words.
Well, which is fine.
I've
made a living doing that.
But I get hung up on words. Like unstoppable to me, I don't think of...
Steph Curry's unstoppable to me.
Yes. Steph's going to get his.
Yeah.
And Shaq was going to get his.
Yeah, sure. And I think Embiid is at that point. Even when he has a bad night, it's still like 23.
Yeah. It really is. He's got it. Look, it's been a totally different level, but the recency bias is it's been half of one season where he's been that kind of player.
Sure.
So I think it's a little premature to be saying stuff like that.
It made it move when I saw that quote.
He's the greatest basketball player of all time, John. Why don't you?
I didn't realize that.
It made a move.
Put that on the poll question for the day. Let's think and see.
Mount Rushmore of Joel's.
Is he the greatest? Yes. Hey, locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our friends at Pet Plus Natural. Their number one priority is to help your pets live happier, healthier, and longer lives. Curbside pickup and local home delivery is available at petsplusnatural.com. All I can think of now when I think of Pets Plus Natural is Anthony saying, they've got these paw points.
For Gagoots
He
and
tells
Prima.
me, they got the paw points, and you want to get the paw points. And I'm like, okay, I got to get some. I feel like I'm missing out.
Gagoots got the good paw points.
Nikki Foles is going to be getting that, too, when she gets up here. She is absolutely going to be getting that. We have our $1 million bracket challenge coming up. Who wants to be a millionaire? Come on. Who wants to be a millionaire? The Fanatic's $1 million bracket challenge is here, and it comes up. You're going to be able to fill it out starting on Monday. You go to 97.5thefanatic.com. You fill out your bracket. Someone's guaranteed to win $1,000. So someone's winning $1,000. If you get a perfect bracket, you win $1 million. Now, we will also put ours up publicly. Everybody's in? We'll all put ours up publicly, which will open us up to great ridicule.
Oh, absolutely.
And I will tell you, with the amount of college hoops I've watched this year, guys, you could be in real danger.
Experts, light word.
Yeah, wait till you hear my 5-12 upset. Because we'll break down the bracket next week, and we'll really do it up.
Yeah.
We're going to tell you the best 5.
I watched a lot of Austin P this year.
By the way, we won't be doing any of that.
I have no idea if they're in the
tournament. We will not be doing any of that crap. But I assure you, every other show in town will be, so you'll have plenty of coverage on it. So, Ace, 97.5 The Fanatic's $1 million bracket challenge is brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan, and by 97.5 The Fanatic. You got to be 21 or older, and gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Dirty laundry? Start the rinse cycle right now, because Pat Egan's in trouble next. It's the John Kincade Show. This is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Conference tournaments are tipping off. Bubble teams are making their final pushes, and the tournament has taken shape. Top seeds are preparing for what they hope is a long run, and DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting new customers in the center of the action. Bet $4 on an underdog, just $4. Win $256 if they win. It's that simple. That's bet $4 on any underdog in select college basketball games, and if they win, you'll collect $256. The bank is open. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $4 into $256 if the underdog of your choosing pulls off the upset. That's code FANATIC for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Say it. I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Hey, it's Cuz. Listen, spring training isn't just for ball players. You could also get into shape before the warmer weather. Yeah. It only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it all for the rest of your life. Not sure if you can do it alone? You're fully monitored by their certified staff, and you'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery. Lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in 40 days, contractually guaranteed with NJ Diet. located close by in Princeton and Cherry Hill. You don't leave your house. NJ Diet, also available nationwide with live online video consultations. Visit njdiet.com or call 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET. Or go to njdiet.com and lose the weight for good.
Guys, are you making too many nighttime bathroom trips? For years, we've been shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to men all over the country to prove its ingredients can reduce those constant urges to pee. But there are still guys who are missing out because they don't want to swallow another tablet every day. You asked, we listened. And now there's Super Beta Prostate Advanced Chewables. All of the same prostate-supporting ingredients, now in an easy natural berry-flavored chewable. And yes, it's still free. No strings attached. You only pay shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-494-2109. Don't be fooled by other formulas. Super Beta Prostate is urologist recommended and a best-selling brand at Walmart. Be one of the first to try a 30-day supply of our new chewables, free, and reduce the urges to pee. Call 1-800-494-2109. 1-800-494-2109. 1-800-494-2109.
Hi, friend. It's your home speaking, and I need some favors. Could you turn on some of the lights in the basement? I'm scared of the dark. Also, this one is easy. Could you bundle your home and car insurance with Geico so we could save money? Last thing, just a suggestion. Could you steam clean the carpets? I need a spa day.
Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com today.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p, unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
Why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways.
Spilled your drink? Quick! The Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty picks up spills and messes quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading value brand. So you can get back to the party. Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
What is TV's biggest night of guessing games? There's only one answer, Fox Wednesday. Yeah! First, The Masked Singer returns with a new season that will totally change the game.
How many people are in this costume? 2? 12?
Then, can you guess someone's talent before you see them perform?
Scorpion Wrangler.
Fire thrower. Lock it in.
It's the spectacular premiere of Game of Talents, hosted by Wayne Brady.
Show us your talent.
Right after The Masked Singer season premiere. Fox tonight.
Good morning, privates! Good morning, Drill Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Hi, it's Mike Miss for Farron Electric. You know, under normal circumstances, there are a lot of electrical problems we're willing to overlook. But these days are anything but normal, which makes minor things like ungrounded outlets, a breaker that keeps tripping, or not having enough outlets in every room a little more noticeable and a lot more irritating. For any electrical problem or project in your home, just call my electrician, Dan Namura, the owner of Farron Electric, or just visit FarronElectric.com. That's Farryn Electric.com.
Don't you just love rainy days?
Only when I'm home on the couch.
And I love rainy roads. Ever since I bought my all-season Nokian tires, they provide me peace of mind in all conditions.
That's what I want for my car, but I bet they're expensive.
Not if you compare Nokian tires with other premium brands.
Where's the best place to buy Nokian tires?
I trust CJ's Tire and Automotive. Great selection, good prices, and they'll get you in and out in no time.
CJTire.com. Easy enough. Wow, their prices are good.
Told you, CJ's Tire and Automotive really is better, faster, and more affordable.
There's no such thing as a sure bet on an illegal website. Illegal betting sites are accountable to no one. That puts you and your money at risk. Why play these odds when Pennsylvania offers legal online betting for those who want to wager? Legal sites pay out your winnings, ensure fair play, and support responsible gaming. That benefits you in Pennsylvania's economy. Visit bettersafe.org/PA for information. That's BETTOR safe.org/PA to learn more. Don't be sorry. Be better safe.
At Citadel Credit Union, we're proud to be not-for-profit, so we can focus on making banking more rewarding. With the Citadel Cash Rewards MasterCard, you'll enjoy unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases, and the flexibility of no annual fee and no balance transfer fee. Plus, for a limited time, get a 0% intro annual percentage rate for 9 months. Terms and conditions apply. Apply online at citadelbanking.com/intro. Citadel, building strength together.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
It's really good to be back home in Philly, but do not believe anyone who tells you winter doesn't really suck.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I like to blast this at traffic lights. Windows down. Always just sort of puts me in the mood for the show.
Yeah.
As I drive down Lancaster Avenue. Montgomery Avenue in the morning.
Makes me think of The Hangover.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
That's good.
You attach these things to it. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Do you ever run lights when it's when no one's on the road?
No, but I see on my ride in, I take Lincoln Drive in. Most days I see one person. I guess we have similar schedules. Doesn't wait for the light at all. Just blows through them.
Really?
And it amazes
me. Cautiously, look or just goes?
He'll come up to it fast, kind of pause, look around, and then just blow right through. Several lights every day.
I see it all the time as well.
Do you do it?
I did it once, and I'll tell you right now, I was running late today. I'm sure you guys didn't notice it.
No,
but
I've gotten dulled to it.
I was fully prepared to pull a Vin Diesel and Fast and the Furious that bad boy through. But luckily, it was green.
I think when there is no one on the roads, and you hit a red light, and you're on sort of not
a major road. Yeah.
And you're sitting at a light that just goes on. And by the way, Montgomery Avenue, you could actually time the lights.
Yeah.
At 4:30 in the morning, the lights could be timed. It's not that hard to just leave them open.
Yeah.
Leave them open. And I do not see any problem with stopping, making sure nobody's coming and going through them.
I never do it.
I'm not saying that I do that every morning.
Yeah.
Or 4 days a week.
But I would be lying if I didn't have a little jealousy about the guy I see do it all the time.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you this right now is I have no jealous. I got a little beef with our own Pat Egan this morning.
Uh-oh.
Because
a little beef?
Because I got to tell you.
Let's air out our dirty laundry.
Because I got to tell you this. Carter Wentz was, I'm sorry, Carson Hart was...
Try again.
Not really.
Try again.
Carter Hart.
There you go.
Let's discuss that winning hockey team. Johnny, what do you got?
We got problems. Big problems.
Not in my BetMGM app, we don't.
Yeah, we do. Well, you see, because you gave me the surefire, this is the Sabres, they suck.
They do.
So I took the regulation line yesterday on the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Took the regulation line, and I maybe went a little heavier than I usually do.
I'm going to quote the great Jackie Childs. Who told you to take the regulation line? I didn't tell you to take the regulation line.
You told us it was a lock blowout. Like the Sabres were terrible. So I can take the regulation line.
I said it was a lock.
That doesn't mean it goes to overtime. Bob ruling?
I'm going to have to side with John here.
You can't go to overtime because you didn't say if a lock.
You said blowout.
There's no
blowout
game that's
lock.
There's no game that's a lock that goes to overtime.
I can't believe I'm getting ripped when I said that they were going to win
no,
and
you
they
didn't
won.
Say that. You said it was the stone cold.
It is a lock, and the lock came true. They won.
When you
they
take
won
the layers off the onions, you said they would win.
There's
but the overall picture was blowout.
A game you win in overtime is never a lock. It's a coin flip, in fact.
When they got to overtime, I wasn't concerned.
Really?
Yeah, you can text Jason because Jason was doing intermission.
Gosh.
Jason asked me after the second period, are they going to win this game? They were down 4-3. And I said, yeah. But I said only because they're playing a bad team.
Go watch Carter Hart's post-game interview.
Shook.
It looks like a hostage video. I expect to see somebody, if they pulled the camera back, has a gun pointed towards him, and they're asking him to read from a prepared statement. He looks shaken. And the one thing that I always heard about Carter Hart was that, he's unflappable, and he watches water droplets. He looks shaken.
Well, to the other side of that.
And this sucks.
Yeah. To the other side of that, which we've pointed out many times, he was seeing a sports psychiatrist from the age of 12. When things are going great, you're like, yeah, and he did that, so mentally he's going to be there. And as John, you and I talked about this before, or does it say to you, why is the parents getting him a sports psychiatrist at 12 years old?
When he's 12 years old.
Like, could there be something underlying that they were trying to
Damn
nip
it,
in the
Bob,
bud?
I've never even thought of that. Why'd you have to put that in my head
No,
now?
but it's the truth. Is that, first of all,
or is it stage parents?
It could be
stage parents that are
Carl
like,
and Bonnie
my
Lindros.
kid is going to be the greatest thing that ever played. He's been told since he was little that he's going to be the greatest thing that ever played, so we're going to totally Marinovich him and overdo it.
I think that's what it is.
Because Carter Hart looked shaken last night.
Yeah.
And guess what? That would be the worst news for this franchise. That would be the most terrible news for this franchise if he's thing. And I'm not going to say it, but I always warn the premature anointing of players based on skimpy sizes of play. And here's another example. And I don't mean that he can't come back to being a fine player. But this is why you don't anoint players.
He doesn't look good right now. It's bad. They got to fix him. I don't know if it's a goaltending coach change or
So you're gonna
they've
put
already
this on the
sat him.
coach?
What other example? We're looking for solutions here, John. I don't have
maybe
any.
I would start with getting maybe a veteran defenseman or two and stop turning the puck over so damn much in their own zone.
And
that can't hurt.
And I would say that. But you've also got an oldster in goal who plays in front of the same crappy defense.
Sure.
Who gives you a chance to win every game he plays. Every start he plays, he gives you a chance to win.
Your best goalie this year is Elliott. It's not even.
And it's not even close.
Yeah, they're building that statue outside the Wells Fargo.
Yeah,
Center.
That was a good line by you.
I asked you to do the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was only producing the game last night.
I asked you to do the.
My bad.
I wanted him to
He
put
threw it
out
out there.
I wanted to put the picture though.
I do have a picture. I will throw it
I
out.
want to put the picture there because it's anointed. I'm just saying, look,
Guys
it's
giving me homework over here.
This great is this is like you said, Carter. You called him Carter Wentz. Oh my gosh, you're calling him Carson Hart. You're running a guy out of town. I'm like, oh gosh, seriously, clutch your pearls elsewhere.
It does give
it's
me
big boy world. This is
yeah.
big boy world. And you, the only reason you're offended by what I tweeted last night was because of the fact that you had him penciled in as the next Bernie Parent, as a Hall of Famer, and you thought he's this kid's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, I think you
Instead of giving it
overstate
time.
that a little bit. I don't think we were all saying Hall of Famer and Bernie Parent. I think it was kind of like, all right,
here's our guy
finally,
for 10 years behind the
Yeah,
pipes.
they finally have a young guy Yeah.
You just said it.
10 years behind the pipes. Yeah,
I can show you the Inquirer and Daily News last year. I can show you it from 2019. Finally, the Flyers have the answer. And I can show you guys who cover the team right now saying, finally, the Flyers found the answer. They have found the answer to the goaltending. It's solved. Now they can move on to other issues. It took them a long time, but they finally solved it. And I'm like, what are you basing the solved answer on? You're basing it on a short little skimpy size.
Well, yeah, and
you can't do that.
What led to that? I mean, he dominated.
But you can't do that.
I know, but like
In
his
today's
track
sports.
record was.
His
all right,
track
this kid's
record
going to
where?
be
His track record
coming
where?
up like any prospect.
Well,
I
devil's
mean,
advocate here. You say you get hung up on words. If you look at those stories, perhaps they say, and perhaps this is the goalie, or it appears to be that he's
no.
like
the
I would
Flyers
be hard.
have solved. The Flyers have solved their goaltending problems. They finally have the guy. They finally have found the guy.
If I looked closely, I would. If that
We're gonna
happens,
do a word study
okay,
to that.
I would say that more likely it said it appears they have found the guy for the next 10 years.
That would be lame. That would be a lame way of putting it. I mean, it was put up like a pom poms shaking.
No, because if you've been told by those in the organization that this guy, like we believe he's going to be it, well, that's what you have to go on.
and then he dominated, juniors, and he played for Canada, and it was like, oh my God, this is it. We finally got somebody of that pedigree. And then
we've seen guys go at the top of the draft that dominated juniors, dominated internationally, that have come up at all kinds of positions and been absolute bust. And I'm not saying Carter Hart's a bust.
No, not
I'm
at
just
all.
saying, can we breathe on young players today? Because this wasn't.
Oh no, we honestly
cannot breathe anymore.
No, and it's my complaint to you, John. How many times have I said this? Why can't a guy play more than 3 years in the league before it? Oh well, he's probably a future Hall of Famer.
Correct.
Or, just let them play. Let them play.
Hey, Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. And Carter looked a little injured last night. He looked bad after that game. That post-game press conference is bad.
That's scary.
It's bad. He
That's
looks
a
slouch
red flag.
shoulders. He looks defeated, and that has to get fixed. In Cooney's Corner, talk about defeated. Maybe one of the teams in the division just put the Eagles behind the 8 ball.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
I don't know if you and I are kind of on the same side here, John. We might be. I think Dak Prescott's a pretty good quarterback.
I do, too.
And, I've kind of said that from the beginning. I thought at the time, when the trajectory was made, who's going to be better, I sided with Carson Wentz. That looks like it was going to be wrong
as
here.
did I.
Well, he could bounce back.
Yeah,
so
he
we'll
could,
see.
right. But I think Dak Prescott's a good quarterback.
You want to really piss me off? That'll happen.
So Dallas goes and signed him to this unbelievably good contract.
It's a great contract for Dak.
For him.
For Dak,
Yes,
yeah.
for Dak.
Yes.
So it's been just a little over 24 hours because it was done on Monday night. So the Eagles have had a chance, and Eagles fans have had a chance to sit on this. My first thought was, wow, this is the way the Eagles were supposed to go. You sign the quarterback. He's got Dak Prescott for the first 4 games before he got hurt last year was unbelievable.
He was great last year.
Unbelievable. And he's got some, obviously, offensive talent. You got Zeke at running back, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Gallup, the kid, what was his name? Schultz, I think, tight end.
Dalton Schultz.
Yeah. They have something.
I know nothing.
I really. Now, their offensive line has to get fixed. It was great a few years ago. It has to get fixed, and they need some things. But does that change the way the Eagles should look at this year in particular? Okay.
Yes.
You ain't catching Dallas, I don't think, if Dak is healthy and they have him for 4 more years and that offense is going to be pretty good. That, to me, should be the Eagles saying, okay, we really do need to take a step back this year and make sure we prepare for the future.
Trying to duct tape and bubble gum this thing and saying we can still be pretty good. We're not rebuilding. And they're literally telling Adam Schefter, they're telling people like that, we'll have Adam later. They're letting the word out. Oh, this isn't a rebuild. What did Adam say last week? They consider this a renovation or something. Like that. This isn't a rebuild. Guess what? You're sticking your heads in the sand. Sticking your heads in the sand. Dallas right now, if they load up on defense in this draft.
Well, that's what they have to do.
And if they do.
They should.
They could bury the Eagles for a few years. They could bury them for a few years. Like 2 or 3 years.
And
just bury them.
I hate to go back unless Jalen Hurts is real. And then things.
Jalen Hurts needs a hell of a lot more than what.
They need to address defense. I think offensively they're going to be okay. If you throw a Chase or a Pitts in here, I think offensively they'll be okay.
Who's your go-to running back?
Miles Sanders.
Really?
Yeah.
Based on
a pretty good first 2 years.
Situationally, he's had moments.
Well,
he's had moments.
The coach has to give him the ball.
How about being able to catch the ball out of the backfield?
He was pretty good at it his first year.
Okay. So, and then he was crappy at it last year.
Well, I'm not writing him off before 3 years, right, John?
But he's one of the. But the thing is that you're counting on him.
Yes,
and
I think
you're
he's
basing
good.
It on, he was one of the worst running backs in the NFL last year, catching out Duffy.
Yeah, and he also had the worst quarterback in the league. I'm just.
He had drops. He had more drops.
Sure, he wasn't good last year, but he was great the year before at it. So. Whatever. I think defensively is where they have to improve a lot.
Yeah, but the thing is, Dallas is going to improve too. And Dallas has money to spend. Still has money to spend even after Dak.
I think the one thing to learn from this is the out in Dak's contract. The Eagles should be very contract focused on nothing longer than 2023. Because the salary, there's projections. Your boy Florio says the salary cap's projected to be the same next year as it is now.
Correct.
2023, the new TV deals are done. So I think the Eagles should have everything short-sighted in terms of contracts.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that because obviously whatever they've been doing with contracts, it has not worked out. I mean, this is ridiculous. I used to have, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, so much juice for the new year for free agency.
Oh my gosh.
Because they were always contenders, and that's one of the reasons why I thought Jeffrey Lurie was one of the better owners. He would spend. They can't spend this year. Who are they going to get? Blake Countess?
Yeah.
They'll get some people. It's just not going to be sexy.
The 2022 and 2023, 2021 and 2022 salary caps are going to be probably relatively the same.
Yeah.
So these are the 2
185
years.
range.
These are the 2 years. You got to take it in the shorts. You have to do the right things to build another. Maybe we can have another 20 years that we've had with Andy Reid and Doug Peterson and all that.
Yeah, and it like I said about the 76ers in this trade time right now, that one of your eyes needs to be on the Brooklyn Nets to see what you're going to do in order to match up with them. I think the draft this year and next year has to have one eye towards the Dallas Cowboys and that offense that they have and how you can try to negate it with better defensive players.
It's amazing. I got to tell you this. There is another story, though, with the Sixers that Jamie wanted to bring up about where the Sixers are standing right now. And got the Sixers tumbler this morning for people are getting a question me after tumbler.
Excited!
There it is.
By
It's
the
a nice
way, I
tumbler.
think I have a little gift coming your way.
Really?
Through a very attentive and smart PR staff in town.
Oh, we like that.
Yes.
I like the tumblers. People are using those tumblers. And
You're known as the tumbler man now.
Love it. There's the tumblers, baby.
Yeah, so Derek Bodner, a guy that covers the Sixers yesterday in town, put out the stat that, it was going through the NBA power rankings. And once again, for the second straight season, the Sixers have the league's biggest differential between their home winning percentage at 84% and their road winning percentage at 47%. Now, I don't think this is as complicated as I once did. I used to get worried about it, because obviously in the playoffs you got to win on the road. I think it's as simple as Joel Embiid sits the majority of his games on the road. And look, from a business model, you want to give Joel Embiid to your home base fans. I get that. But I think he primarily sits out on the road. Derek Bodner has a theory that the Sixers court is colder than other arenas, and that might be one.
Great study by him.
I don't think that's
the Sixers court.
I think he says it's very cold down on the court compared to other arenas.
Now, I don't know if it's like the Spectrum. I don't know if it's like the Spectrum used to be. The Spectrum,
drafty.
The Spectrum was freezing cold, and I can tell you, my office on that. Inside the under realm, it was when
freezing.
there was a Sixers, when they would put out the court for a Sixers game, it was still freezing court level. I was always cold in that building.
Yeah,
I'm never cold.
I don't think it's that. I just think it's Joel Embiid sits on the road, and I think it's something they have to pay attention to for the second half of this season.
You mean stop hiding Joel Embiid on the road?
Yeah.
And let him learn how to win?
If it means a game at home versus a crappy opponent where you want to sit them, that's fine with me. I think they need to get in the mindset of, all right, we're not a below 500 team on the road anymore.
There's a really good chance that you are going to have to win 2 series on the road if you want to win an NBA title.
Definitely.
Really good chance that could happen.
Yeah. More than likely
and
chance.
to me,
you have to start practicing for that.
The training wheels, honestly.
I agree.
Over in Camden, can we take the training wheels off? Bob will bring the screwdriver over. He knows where it is. You can get the screwdriver, take the training wheels off.
Well,
because if we're talking about this team being a title contender, you got to stop hiding your best player. You got to stop sitting them all the time. You got to take the training wheels off.
Because something's up. I mean, for 2 years in a row to have that big a disparagement between the home and road, it's not that complicated to me.
Yeah,
Joel Embiid's got to play.
Yeah, like I said to you before, I think sometimes something mentally happens in sports that there's no explanation for. Why is a career 250 hitter a 300 hitter against a Greg Maddux? Or, you know what I mean?
Sure.
There's just things that I think last year it was such a mental block the road for the Sixers.
But it's
that
continuing.
It was weird. I mean, they're close to 500 this year. Last year they were like
48%, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is. I agree with you that they have to learn how to win on the road, and getting Embiid out there is a major factor also.
If it means sitting them home, I'd like to see them prepare as a road team.
What do you mean? What are you sitting them in front of? What, 2,000 people?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it really matter?
3.
3,000 people.
I definitely think there's some truth to that cold floor. I mean, that's...
As a gentleman here, Ian, on our YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know how many floors that guy that said the stuff has been to.
I'm kidding, but what
I'm saying is you do not find this. You do not find that. As
What,
far as
that the Wells Fargo Center's colder?
I have not been in Wells Fargo in the...
Yeah, I think unlike the guy that wrote that, I've been to every arena in the league, and I don't remember the floor being that much colder. Have there been nights that you're like, God, it's freezing in here? Yeah, I know he was saying it as a throw.
I can only refer to it as... I can only refer to the Spectrum. And I thought the Spectrum was the coldest basketball arena I've ever been in. That place was freezing. It was freezing.
Yeah.
And I had an office.
I do remember the Spectrum being
and I
very
had an
cold.
office on the floor. So, I mean, like I would constantly be down there. And I'd go out for a Sixers game. I'd be working many times. We would be charting the video of a Flyers game while they were on the road. So it would be a Saturday or something. Flyers played in the road a lot on Saturday, and the Sixers would play at home. So Sixers would be playing a home game. We'd be in the Flyers offices doing the video for the game that was on the road. And so then you'd walk out to the floor.
It gets drafty
go,
down there.
Oh, my God. No, I would leave my jacket on. And Ian says the same thing. He says, I remember going to Sixers games wearing my winter jacket in the Spectrum.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's one of the things I'm like, I want to get down to the Wells Fargo Center and be able to
soon enough, John. Soon enough.
I think the writer was just was kind of like us with Carter Hart, just trying to make sense of it.
He was speculating why.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous.
I don't think he believes it
but-
with every fiber of his DNA.
But I think what Jamie says is way more accurate. They sit Embiid on the road, and I don't have a problem necessarily with them sitting him on the road. But when you go up against the elite talent, he needs to play on the road.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's
Enough
pretty
of this.
simple to me. Just play your best player.
And don't tell me you're not doing but guess what though? Pops does that sometimes.
Yeah,
Pops would hide his best players sometimes on the road against best talent.
Brett Brown told the story. The first time he did load management, they were in Miami about to play LeBron and
Didn't
Chris
they get
Bosh.
in trouble from the league about it?
Oh, yeah.
Or get like
Pop,
or a memo?
Yes, and Pop calls Brett Brown and says, you know what, I came up with an idea. Take Timmy Duncan, take Parker, and take somebody else. Take them home. And Manu, take them home, and tonight, this afternoon, I want you to get a flight and go back home, let them rest. He said Brett Brown said he was walking through the airport with these three guys, and people were like yelling at them like chicken,
right?
Probably worse than that. But I'll tell you what, for the Sixers though, this is going to get really interesting and maybe worse with Embiid and Simmons not able to play the next game. And
don't even get me started.
No, so now you're throwing them immediately into a game. They're going to get more. Well, Embiid's going to get more load management.
I got to tell you this. I wonder if we are just all talk, no action. I'll tell you what that's about coming up as we do the 7 o'clock hour. Stick with us, won't you? The John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. The home team sports betting app. It's the Parks Casino Sportsbook, and it's right in the palm of my hand. And sometimes I listen to Pat Egan. So then I come in a little grumpy because, I listened to Pat Egan. But you see, the thing is I need to just trust myself. And there are so many great ways that you can wager. So many exciting ways. And the in-game wagering is some of the most fun things you can do. It's like you're playing fantasy sports in the palm of your hand as you're watching a game roll out. Now, you want the props, you want the parlays, you want the teasers. Of course, you got them. But with all the college hoops coming your way in the next few weeks and all that daytime action, you can get into it every single day with the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download it today. Or go to parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. Your risk-free bet will be refunded and site credit up to $500. See the website for details. Use the home team sports betting app like I do. You got to be 21 or older in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
What if you made the rules? You'd probably make ice cream mandatory for breakfast. Maybe you'd decide mullets were fashionable again. And if you were in charge of your wireless plan, you'd most likely do something to save yourself a bunch of money. Well, you're in luck. Because when you get Xfinity Mobile and Internet together, you can save up to $300 a year on your wireless bill. And with Xfinity Mobile, you can choose the perfect data option for each person using it. From unlimited to shared data or a mix of each. All in one plan. Hey, you're making the rules here. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $39.99 a month for 12 months with no term contract required. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile to save hundreds a year on wireless. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay, ends 3/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Pro customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages of top providers. Xfinity Internet required.
Hi, it's Tyrone, and I'm here again with Dr. Avi Donapel from Iron Mountain Men's Health.
Hi, Tyrone.
So spring is right around the corner, and I know some of our listeners are really getting up for the change of season, and some of them, well...
aren't getting up as much?
Exactly.
At Iron Mountain Men's Health, we can help.
Tell me more.
Guys, does any of this sound familiar? Decreased libido, decreased strength and endurance, Have you tried other low T and erectile dysfunction treatments and they haven't worked the way you wanted and hoped? We specialize in the treatments of low testosterone and erectile dysfunction, and we customize treatment plans based on each person's health and needs.
Thanks, Dr. Appel. Guys, I encourage you to contact Dr. Appel and get your custom treatment plan today. Enjoy this spring and summer. Get started at IronMountainMen'sHealth.com. That's IronMountainMen'sHealth.com.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Dale, who are you? I'm you. I'm Future Dale. Navy Federal Credit Union sent me. Listen, your future depends on something important. Like saving the world? No, I said your future, not the future. You need to start saving with Navy Federal so you can buy your dream house.
With savings resources, no monthly fees, and accounts for your every need, you can plan for your future at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, we have everything you need for that big brake job. Right now, you can save 15% when you buy any Duralast brake pads and any 2 Duralast rotors. It's a great way to save while you take on the full job. Oh, and one tip. Go for a nice, easy drive after you finish the job. It'll help break in your new brakes. For more tips, visit AutoZone.com/DIY. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
March is the biggest month in college basketball where teams across the country test their talent in the hopes of winning it all. For finding talent that can help your team win it all, there's LinkedIn Jobs. Post a job with targeted screening questions, and LinkedIn will quickly get your role in front of qualified candidates. Manage job posts and contact candidates from a single view as functions are streamlined onto one simple screen. Post a job for free at linkedin.com/sports. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Is your credit card debt piling up? Pacific Debt can help. Pacific Debt is the nation's friendliest debt settlement company. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews on sites like Trustpilot and Best Company, they can settle your debt for a fraction of what you owe. In fact, they've settled over $300 million, helping people just like you. Get a monthly program payment you can afford and 0 upfront fees. Get free information now. 800-281-9981. 800-281-9981.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades and built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty for a performance like no other. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 straight years. And right now, don't miss out on all the great offers on the entire lineup of Ford trucks. Go to buyfordnow.com, then get to your local Ford store. Best-selling claim based on 1977 to 2020 calendar year total savings.
Every game has 1,000 storylines. So if you've got an angle, a hunch, or some info you got from that guy in 10 fantasy leagues across the street, Unibet's got that bet. Unibet Sportsbook has all the bets you need for every game. Sign up today and get $20 to bet with. No deposit required. Download the app or visit pa.unibet.com. Unibet Sportsbook. Crazy about the odds. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's John Kincade, and I know you love to chill out and watch your Netflix. And I also know that you love your phone, and you never put down your phone. That's why you need to be a T-Mobile customer. And if you're 55 and up, have I got a plan for you? It's called Magenta Unlimited 55, and it includes Netflix for free. And it also includes 2 lines of unlimited data for just $70 a month. So get this, it's $70 a month, not $70 plus fees. It's $70 a month, flat. 2 lines, unlimited data, and they're throwing in Netflix every single month. So you've got the total connectivity of being a T-Mobile customer. You're always on your phone. You need your phone. And with T-Mobile's network, you're constantly going to have great reception wherever you are. And if you're 55 and up, all you have to do is visit T-Mobile.com/55 and you can get in on the Magenta plan. It's awesome. Magenta Unlimited 55. 2 lines of unlimited data, $70 a month flat. And they're throwing in Netflix. Tell them John Kincade sent you in. This is with AutoPay. Sales tax and regulatory fees are included in the rate plan price, keeping it steady. It's unlimited on T-Mobile's network. Customers using over 100 gigs a month may notice reduced speeds during congestion due to data prioritization. Video typically 480p. Receive Netflix standard with 2 lines.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show is brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. You can download it at parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code FANATIC.
I knew he was going to have a little pep in his step when this came on.
He said,
Why wouldn't you?
I had a drink in a public park on my motorcycle.
Come on, who hasn't?
I mean, we've all drank in public parks.
I've never had a motorcycle.
Hey, there's a lot of local media members who just turned their dial to 97.5 The Fanatic.
Yeah, they're very upset.
The bat signal went up.
They're very upset now. Yes, they're all ready. It is the mating call for the Philadelphia sports media.
Yes.
Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
It's their mating
They all start slapping their bellies and say, Tracy Morgan, somebody's going to get pregnant in here.
Let's all talk about it. Yeah, it's good. All right, when we get started here in the 7 o'clock hour, let me just tell you this. I'm about to be critical, but don't worry, because I'm including myself in the critique. So I'm criticizing myself along with this. But it came to me yesterday that we're all just big talkers here in the Eagles fan base. We're loud, we're opinionated. Some, like Jamie, morph into hoagie mouths on Sunday afternoons in the fall. But we are just that. We're all talk. And I know that's strange critique coming from someone who gets paid to talk about sports for a living, but we are all talk, no action. We don't do anything to voice our displeasure, but bitch and moan on sports talk radio about how our teams bother us. So I'm asking Eagles fans specifically to come up with something. I have an idea. It may be a stupid idea, but hey, I'm good with stupid ideas. I want to find some way to show the Eagles that we are pissed off at the way that they're running their organization. But without the nonsense of saying, I'm never going to a game again. I'm never watching the Eagles again. Or staging some sort of a protest that lead to nothing. Here's the facts, and they apply to me too. Jeff Lurie knows that he controls us. He knows that we can't quit his product. He's the dealer, and we're buying on the street corner every week. Not everyone's fortunate enough to live on Bong Boulevard like I am, where you can do it legally. At least I always will. Jeffrey Lurie knows I'm one of the sheep. Jamie, if you'd like to, you can insert your sheep sound effect, because I am one of the sheep. See, I'm one of the sheep. I am. And that always puts a smile on my face, yes. So I'm asking everybody in the audience right now to brainstorm, and I'm asking you to join us on the phone lines at 610-632-0975. I need our audience to participate in this. How can we be heard in a positive way but have a very negative message? And that's where we begin the 7 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach, Eric Camille. It's the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Here's an idea I had. The Eagles aren't listening to us. And honestly, they don't care. They don't give a damn, because Jeff Lurie knows none of us will walk away from his product. This is like a bad episode of Breaking Bad. Jeff Lurie knows we need his product. He's the only place we can get it. And he knows we're coming back. He knows we're buying gear. He knows we're going to games. He knows we're doing all those things.
We're Jesse Pinkman, huh?
Yes, we are. We are.
Bitch?
Yes, he knows, right? And guess what? Pat's playing that sound right there. And it's sort of the truth. It's the way they look at us. Yeah, you're going to bitch and complain on Sports Talk Radio, but you're not going to do anything about it. I had an idea. How about we constructed some sort of a symbol of our displeasure, but did it in a positive way? What if, this is just an idea, what if we collected canned food? I saw where the food banks in Philadelphia are truly like running behind the eight ball because of the pandemic and everything.
Right.
What if we collected canned food and built a structure to voice our displeasure. The monument to displeasure. And maybe we have talented art students here in town. Could they construct a Lincoln Financial Field out of cans of food?
Probably.
Could they create
Sure.
Could they create an art structure, maybe something that would be more crude, like a middle finger?
I was going to say a middle finger.
But the only
emoji.
thing is, if you do the middle finger, they're not going to show it on the local news.
That's true.
No.
But is there a way we can create
A poop emoji isn't going to get shown on Action News.
the structure? No, they show the poop emoji.
Oh, do they?
On Action News, I saw Alicia Vitarelli.
Yes.
And her fun things. By the way, love me some Alicia Vitarelli.
Yes, you do.
She brings some very
We all
fun stuff.
do.
She brings some fun stuff to the news.
Yes.
And she was talking about the emoji, just about the emojis that the millennials don't like, the Gen Zs don't like, that the millennials overuse. So they do that. I'm thinking of what could that's something to me, because I'm trying to think of a way that we could do something positive as a fan base, but voice a very negative message. We're building this because you people aren't listening to us. Could we make like a corn maze out of food? Out of canned food? Could we do something where we actually do something good to voice our displeasure instead of just 610-632-0975 and having people call and bitch about the Eagles every single day?
It's an interesting thought.
That's one theory I had, is that now Pat looks perplexed.
Could
we execute that canned food?
I love your ideas, and I love the fact that you want to make a change. But
Yes.
I think it's been done in the sense of we had an intervention. It didn't work because they just kept staying the course. We've had fans outside the NovaCare complex make signs, huge signs that they couldn't ignore when they're driving in. It didn't really work. We've had fans not really show up for the last couple games of a season. It'll say it's sold out, but they don't really show up. Doesn't work.
Bought the ticket already.
And that's the problem, is because they're full season ticket. They buy the tickets, but they don't show up. So I think, unfortunately, we're in a situation where, as you said so eloquently, we're screwed. They know we'll be back. They know they have us. It's not like the Phillies, where the Phillies play 162 games and season tickets will go down or whatever. The Eagles play 16 games. That season ticket holder list is huge.
And only 8 locally
at home. So
that you're playing at home.
I think, unfortunately, we're in between a rock and a hard place.
It really is. I'm just trying to think, is there anything that could embarrass the Eagles where we could be the fans could really voice their displeasure, and it would embarrass the Eagles into saying, look, okay, we're listening to you. We understand. You're frustrated. We get it. But do something positive, because I don't want to do anything. To me, the jersey, like the Eagles logo, means something to me. It's a great fondness.
Sure.
It's one of the things that, it's great fondness. I don't want anything I don't want bags over the head. I don't want billboards. Do nothing. By the way, billboards is something people suggest here on the YouTube channel. Oh, get billboards. They don't care about billboards. They don't care. That won't move the needle at all with them.
No, and I don't know if anything will.
Really?
I mean, you have an owner right now that is making the draft picks, and we are all going nuts over, look what you're doing. You know why he's doing it? Because he can.
Because I can.
And he knows that we can't touch him.
No, we can't, because
we're
at
all
any
addicted
point,
to the product.
He can do whatever he wants and look at you and say, okay, you 69,000 to come to the stadium every week. You don't want to be here? I have 369,000 more that'll replace you in a heartbeat.
You work for me, bitch.
Seriously, that's what I feel. I feel this. This could be.
Yeah, your premise is great. I'm thinking
the Tyler School of Art, and I'm a Temple guy, so I'm thinking the Tyler School of Art. I bet you, the Tyler School of Art students, if we got truckloads of canned goods, that they could create an art structure that would just be beautiful, made of canned food. That would be something that would just, look, we're building this to show the Eagles our displeasure. And then I'm thinking, okay, but then if that happens, how do you have it? Can you have it up overnight?
Yeah.
Is there any place you can have it overnight? You could do something. But I bet you, I think they don't, but the problem is do they care?
No.
No.
The short answer is unfortunately no.
God, we all say it, though. We all say that answer, and it's so aggravating to me.
I think there are teams in the city that do.
You do?
I do believe that John Middleton cares what the fan base thinks. Apparently, he really took to heart the poll that went up, the Twitter poll. You love Twitter polls. That said, who do you want? Bryce Harper and Manny Machado. And the fan base said they wanted Bryce Harper more. I wanted Machado, whatever. But according to Todd Zalecki, he actually took that into account. I mean, I think he cares. I don't think you're ever going to get a Philadelphia Eagles owner to care.
Gosh.
Because they own us.
They really do. They own us. And guess what? I am raising my hand. I am part of the problem. I'm one of the big parts of the problem. And the Eagles know it. They know my credit card number. My credit card number, they got my credit card number.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that I'm a consumer, and they know that I buy, and they know that I'm there. And I'm just so frustrated with it that there's something that I'm that loyal to that they honestly can say, yeah, pat you on the head and go, yeah, go about your business. We don't care what you think.
And to Pat's point, the only reason Middleton cares is he's from here and one of us. All the others aren't.
Well, Jeffrey Lurie being here so long, I think I would lump him in now to say,
but it's not like he had a nostalgia of growing up an Eagles fan. John Middleton grew up a Phillies fan.
There is a difference. There is a difference between.
Yeah.
Look, I had it for all of my years that I worked in Altoona. I wore my Eagles stuff proudly. The Eagles were playing the Altoona Falcons, and I would wear my Eagles stuff to work every single day. And the mayor of Altoona, the NFC title game of 2005, put a document out that I was not a resident of the city because of my just displeasure with foul. Look, I said you got to have there's a loyalty with the Eagles. There's something with the Eagles though that just is embedded in my heart, and I feel like a sucker. That there's nothing there's nothing they don't care.
There's nothing we can do to help this franchise. Is what the aggravation is. If I'm
NFL's
right,
too
right?
big.
They don't care.
Are we naive to think that we even could move a needle a little bit?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Honestly do.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I do. And I got to tell you, overwhelmingly. So I ran this by 3 people yesterday, 2 media members and 1 big fan, because they all had Pat Egan's response. Do you think they care?
Yeah.
And that response to me is aggravating.
My wheels have been spinning this whole time. Like, all right, what can we do?
Well, think about it. If you're a fan and you have something you want to contribute to that, 610-632-0975, you come up with an idea.
The NFL's a juggernaut. You can't dent their armor. They're too big.
It's unbelievable.
It's Godzilla.
You can't win.
Yeah.
You can't win.
I mean, unfortunately, I haven't been able to come up with anything since you mentioned this. Your premise is great, but
that's the only.
I don't think it matters.
Don't care.
No.
I somewhere I see Jeffrey Lurie sipping a cognac.
Oh yeah.
Going, did you see what those pittance were doing over there today, putting canned food? Imagine eating food out of a can.
Unless it's caviar.
Seriously.
All right. I'll do devil's advocate.
All right. We'll shoot you down real quick.
I would say the majority, maybe the overwhelming majority of human beings prefer to be liked as opposed to not liked.
Yes.
Right? I don't care how much money you have. You can sit home and count your money and all that. But, you turn on your radio, you turn on the TV, and you see fans like, damn it, Jeffrey Lurie, what the hell are you doing? I don't think he sits there and goes, oh, I'm sorry, here's another I think there's a caring what the fans think.
Well, I like Jeffrey Lurie.
Going to John's point.
He's the greatest owner ever.
Yeah, but a lot of fans probably don't. So, does he want to be liked by fans? Yes. Will he listen to fans? This goes to that smartest guy in the room.
There you go.
You guys can say all you want, but I have the answers. I think J.J. Arcega-Whiteside as opposed to Metcalf. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you would.
Man, I just, it's so
trust your scouts.
It's so maddening to me that this is the way it goes.
They own a day of the week.
You remember when Norman Brayman was there? And remember that the guy
in France
used to do the signs.
Sign Man.
No, not Sign Man for the Flyers. Isn't Sign Man the Flyers guy?
No.
Yeah.
No, Sign Man's the Flyers
Sign Man's
guy.
the Flyers guy behind the goal.
What was the guy in the vet?
He wasn't Sign Man.
I think Anthony has him on the show all the time.
He used to put the signs on the 300 level when you would walk up from the 200 level and you get to the walkway, they would put it along the railing.
His last name's Rodeo something.
And I think there was something, and I thought that there was something where they put up something about Norman Brayman.
They did.
And it got torn down. And the Eagles took it down. Like, as soon as they put up signs, they took it down. I mean, the Eagles don't even let you get in with a sign now, right?
No, you're not allowed to
I don't think
post
any
signs.
team does.
Hey, Natural Lawn of America, they look out for you. They're safer for your lawn, kids, and pets. You can schedule their full-service program and get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed. I guess it's other people don't feel as frustrated as I do. I guess it's just being back in it now. Like, being back in it and being so excited for it, and then just realizing that they look down their nose at you. They look down their nose at you. And it does. Pisses me off. Hey, over in Cooney's Corner, that doesn't piss me off. What if for the Eagles?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, I brought up to you earlier, John, about what's closer to happening. The Eagles doing what Jamie says, performing to the level that he thinks, or performing down to the level that you think. That's an argument to be had. The one thing about this team where I understand where Jamie is coming from is that this offense has a chance not to be that bad. Maybe.
Yes.
Like, I know. This
offense has a chance to not be that bad, maybe. You're really coming with the hard.
I think they're going to be a bad team this year. I do. I think if there's going to be a spot that could be bright for them and has more of a chance of being bright for them than anything else, I think it's the offense. Now, look, John, I totally hear what you say about this offensive line. You can't rely on a 32-year-old to come back from injury and expect. You can't. You shouldn't. But what if Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks have good years?
It's not out of the question at all.
It's not. And like Jordan Mailata, this could be he's a real legitimate left tackle. So, all right, let's just say the offensive line is solid or a little bit better.
Who are you throwing to?
Right, okay, so is solid
Hopefully
and a little
Jamar
bit better.
Chase.
That would be delicious.
Now, all right, we're getting there. So you go to the running back spot. Look, going into last season, everybody had high hopes for Miles Sanders. I agree with last season
and
was
Carson
that.
Wentz, too.
Right. So last season was that. I don't know what was Miles Sanders' deal. He couldn't catch the ball out of the backfield, the fumble problems, whatever.
He got the Butterfinger endorsement, though, I understand. That was secured.
He's a lightning in a bottle.
He is.
He averaged 5.3 a carry last year because he broke off some big runs. There is threat there. Okay, you need backups, whatever. Your wide receivers, what Jalen Reagor was taken in the first round. Expectations for a first rounder should be high. If you take a wide receiver in the first round,
40 catches, 45 catches.
It should be high.
I would hope it as a minimum.
40, 45, that'd be good. For first year.
You throw in a Jamar Chase.
Ooh.
You throw in a Kyle Pitts. You throw in a Devontae Smith. You have that. Then you have a Dallas Goedert. You have...
Who I still have major question marks about.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that these guys have to reach premium level. And it's not a bad little recipe for an offense. What if they're pretty good offensively? And what if it does carry them to 6 wins? What do you do if this offense is good next year, but you still want to get that 3 or 4 win total? What if Jalen Hurts is decent? If he's that pitcher you face for the first time and you can't figure him out for 1 year?
Totally
I don't think there's any expectation internally of them being a 2 or 3 win team. Like, I don't even think that's on their radar, to be honest with you.
Well, not from what Shefty said last week. I mean, out of the mouths of Howie, no, we expect to compete.
But, I agree with them. That's why I kind of think they're like that 6-win team. Like, I think they're bad, but not that bad.
6 wins kept you in the division race till the last game of the year this year.
Yeah, but it'll be different with Dak.
And they won 4 games.
You'll be out of it.
They won 4.
Yeah, but
why do you think they're going to be 50% better?
Because to win 2 games or 3 games,
they were lucky to win 4.
To win 2 or 3 games is hard to do.
I understand, but they were lucky to win 4. We just saw it.
The Jets won. Did they win 2?
They won 2.
And they were trying to lose.
The Eagles should have won 3. They should have. 1 catch by the Giants, you lose. One catch. That game's
Yeah,
over.
but then you could do that same inverse
Which game?
in other. I mean, I'd have to go through the
There's
schedule.
not
and
other
look.
losses that you go one play. That was one easy play, one completion, game over, Eagles lose.
Yeah, but there was instances in the red zone where if Carson Wentz doesn't throw, a pick,
I don't remember
you can
the
do
loss that could be turned on one
Evan
play.
Ingram dropped it. Yeah, they
but
probably got away with
it.
one.
It was just that runs out the clock at that one.
I blacked out on the season. I'm sure I could go through and find a game where the Eagles to win 2 games. My only point is hard to do. You have to be really bad, really bad.
So, like John, if now, as I said, Shefty said no. They think they're going to compete.
Of course he did.
Yeah. If the real feeling is, all right, we got to take a step back this year so we get a really good draft pick again. What if your offense is really decent? Like, can you curtail wins? I guess my overall question is, can you curtail wins if you're the Eagles front office?
No.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah, so as I wrote this, I was thinking of you. If their offense is really good, that sucks.
No,
because it means Jalen Hurts is good.
Yeah, but
and then your future gets a little brighter.
Right. I mean,
okay.
It is.
If they're good, that means Jalen Hurts is performing.
Save up to 50% on almost everything right now at Mattress Warehouse. Plus, get 0% interest financing for 60 months and free delivery on all orders over $7.99. SleepHappens.com. That's where you check that out. Dan in Center City wanted to have an idea for us. Dan, good morning. You're on The Fanatic. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Love the show.
Thanks, Dan.
And I liked your idea there with the soup cans, and I thought, you were going in good directions. But I think a better thing might be if you do a clothing drive and fill trash bags with clothes and do a mountain of trash bags.
Ooh.
With clothing?
It's like the Springfield tire fire, just with clothing.
It's not
Exactly. You can just do a huge mound of trash bags there filled with clothes.
Huh.
It's not a bad idea.
I like that.
And then the clothes can go to Goodwill.
Salvation Army, Goodwill, whoever.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
buddy.
that's
Thank
good.
you, Dan. That is good.
That's a good thought.
That's
Yep.
not a bad idea. That piles of clothes in trash bags. Okay. The only place is, where could you calve them? Where can you collect them? And where would the Eagles even pay attention to it? Because honestly.
And we throw them over the fence in Head House
Well,
Plaza.
honestly, what the Eagles do, just so you know, what the Eagles do, and I've already learned it here and just being back for 3 months, the Eagles just use their mouthpieces that they do business with to get the message out that they want, and they don't want messages like this.
Sure.
To control the message. See, it's like we're living in some certain, it's like an Orwell novel.
Wag the dog.
Man, it's unbelievable.
All right, real quick, John.
Yes.
Of the 9 games the Sixers have lost on the road this year, Joel Embiid has not played in
7.
5.
4. So it's like 50%. 4.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah.
then
Oh,
that's
wow.
not
I wonder
as-
why they lose.
That's not as bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought.
No, I
There
think
you go.
I think Jamie brought up a good point. Yeah.
There we go.
I
Adam
always do, Bob.
Schefter. Adam Schefter joins us at
Freeze
8:10. So we will get into some of that. Plus, free agency begins on Monday. The Eagles right now are trying to skimp together some change. It's the John Kincade Show. Thanks for being with us this morning here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I know that a lot of people love to just chill out, binge watch, use Netflix. And I know from watching everybody that they love using their phone. That's why this is a great deal. Do you have anybody in your family who's 55 plus? Well, if you do, they can use the Magenta 55 plus plan. What is it? How about this? 2 lines, unlimited data, just $70 a month. Plus, Netflix is now included. That's pretty good. 2 lines, unlimited data, Netflix included, and it's $70. Not $70 then that has taxes and fees put on top of it. It's a flat rate. This is really easy. Best part is, too, if you're going to binge watch, if you're going to use Netflix and things like that, you got to have a great connection. And with T-Mobile, they've got the best network in town. So you're always going to be able to do what you got to get done. And for me, it's emails, it's texts, it's the occasional phone call. It's sending my videos in the morning. Let T-Mobile partner up with you. This is a great, great deal. Visit T-Mobile.com today, and they've got stores all over the Philadelphia area. Just tell them that John Kincade sent you in.
The John Kincade Show.
They're like the family from hell on acid that's on steroids.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Check out Adam Schefter this and every Wednesday at 8:10 a.m. with The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Brought to you by DraftKings, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
The best in internet and entertainment is here, and it's all powered by Xfinity for one unbelievable value. Introducing breakthrough Wi-Fi speed, now faster than a gig. That's right, not just internet speed, Wi-Fi speed. And that's enough to handle every device in the house and then some. And with Xfinity X1, you get access to live TV and top streaming apps with our award-winning voice remote. Faster internet, better entertainment. It's really that simple. So what are you waiting for? Upgrade your whole home experience today with Xfinity.
Get started with Xfinity Internet and TV for $54.99 a month. And get a speed upgrade included, all for 12 months. Or until March 15th, ask how to get even more with a free upgrade to gig speed for a year. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay in 3/21/21. Restrictions apply. New choice double play 200 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees including BTV fee extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed. Gig offer limited to standard plus more with 2-year agreement and compatible X-Fi gateway.
Hey, it's tax time, that time of year again. And if you're self-employed, have several unfiled returns or tax debt, or need someone local that can work with local tax issues, then please know you don't have to deal with the IRS alone. Instead, call the pros at Strategic Tax Resolution. They succeed for their clients who, like you, may have delinquent tax returns, like their client Curtis, a small business owner who did not pay estimated tax payments and as a result owed $44,000. Well, Curtis hired Strategic Tax Resolution. Greg and the squad, they were able to settle Curtis's IRS tax bill for just $1,620. That's right. This is just one of the many successful outcomes thanks to the team at Strategic Tax Resolution. Don't go at it alone when you don't have to. Call for a free consultation with a licensed tax expert. Don't wait any longer. Get Greg and the team at Strategic Tax Resolution on your side. Call 484-915-3100. That's 484-915-3100 or search Strategic Tax Resolution.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
You can have your prescriptions brought to your door with free 1 to 2 day delivery from your local CVS. Or get same-day delivery. Or just swing by and pick them up on the way home from the doctor. Because that ear infection can't wait. While you're here, get your questions answered and put your mind at ease. Because there are still some things you just can't get in a cardboard box. That's healthier made easier from CVS. Not all prescriptions eligible for delivery. Restrictions apply. Visit cvs.com/delivery for details.
Progressive presents The Sounds of the Old World.
The year is 2019, and someone is waiting for a table at a restaurant.
Thompson, party of 4. Thompson, party of 4. Thompson, party... Oh, there you are.
This has been The Sounds of the Old World.
Brought to you by Progressive, where drivers can still switch and save like it's 2019.
Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Good morning, privates! Good morning, Drill Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
If you're waiting for a liver transplant, you should know that the best outcomes happen when you go in healthier, stronger, sooner. That's why the Penn Medicine Transplant Institute offers living donor liver transplantation, which decreases wait time and increases survival. With experience and outcomes unmatched in our region, Penn Medicine Transplant Institute is completely transforming the liver transplant experience. It's another reason why your life is worth Penn Medicine. Learn more at pennmedicine.org/liver transplant.
Place your sports bets at BetRivers.com. You'll find a massive number of basketball betting options, bet point spreads, money lines, and game totals directly from your mobile device. Use one of our 12 easy deposit methods to get in on the action. And when you win, we pay fast. We pride ourselves on our quick and easy payouts. Sign up now. We'll match your first deposit up to $250. More bets, more action, more fun. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Injured on the job? Insurance companies will turn their backs on you.
I deserve better.
Some employers just won't care. I deserve better. Call Martin Law. We wrote the book on workers' comp in Pennsylvania. Call today to arrange a free consultation. Our team will help you get the benefits you deserve. Call 215-587-8400. That's 215-587-8400. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers for over 40 years.
Last night was the lock of the centuries. Flyers, Sabres, and obviously I had to hop on the BetMGM app and hammer that Flyers bet, and they came out on top. Never a doubt. Just kidding. I was sweating it out. But that's one of the features that BetMGM has. Another feature they have is one of their in-game parlay selection features, and it's awesome because it's over 400 bet types. So it's got team player props. Basically what happens is you can pick, let's say, the Sixers to win. Joel Embiid's over rebounds, assists, block shots, steals, anything. And the best part is, say Joel Embiid's over-under for the game is set at 30.5. You can build a parlay that has Joel Embiid over 25 points. That's what makes it unique. So get on over to BetMGM and sign up and make every play of every game matter more than ever. You can make one-game parlay bets on soccer and NBA games, and they have more sports coming soon. So just log in today or download the BetMGM app to try the one-game parlay. It's my favorite feature on the site. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You got to be 21 years old or 21 years of age or older. Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And don't forget, BetMGM is in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
No, your radio's not broken. We sound like this on purpose.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for making the John Kincade Show part of your routine here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Adam Schefter at 8:10 today. I'm going to ask Adam flat out, does he think that any of these teams care at all? Do they care? Do they care at all about our opinion? Because I believe the Eagles do not.
I don't think any team in the NFL cares.
Gentleman says here, he goes, you've been watching the Eagles now, John, for 3 months. Said you're really coming up with some real strong opinions for someone who's been here 3 months.
You followed for your life?
I want winners. He may actually think I was in Altoona. Or
covering Penn State Altoona campus.
Please, he may actually believe that. Gentleman says here, I will volunteer to live on a billboard and protest for money for charity. For money for charity. He'll volunteer to live on a billboard. Who can volunteer to live on a billboard? Like, who could volunteer to do that?
You have to be at a certain point in your life. Exactly.
Yeah, so you're working remotely?
Yeah.
Are you
remotely? They have Wi-Fi up there?
Must not
you
have
get a hotspot up there.
You get a hotspot up there.
Yeah, there was a restaurant owner in Cleveland who made a bet. He was drunk and the team lost a tough game, and he said, I'll live on the roof until they win their next game. And this is the year that they got Baker Mayfield. So they were a really bad team. He lived on that roof for 7 weeks.
How do you live on a roof for 6 weeks? Well, I guess you're allowed to come and go, right?
He was allowed to take bathroom breaks, that's it. And then they would bring him up food.
His family would bring him food, and the employees would bring him food.
Well, he gained a lot of weight because everybody was bringing him food. It became like a little localized story of this guy living on his roof because the Browns sucked.
You'd have to do laps on the roof to get in.
Right.
If the weather's not,
I don't think that would be that terrible.
Yeah, I could do it.
I could do that too.
Yeah.
Well, let's
I mean,
see.
I could. I just wouldn't want to.
What's a necessity you need? What's a necessity you need?
Internet.
Like, I'm not going to say. Okay, well, I think that's not. I think that's obvious.
Outside of food and water.
Give me something that you need.
Shelter.
Right, but I mean, no, like a little, let's call it a, not a necessity, but something that you would need personally.
Shelter.
Well, yeah, we would all need shelter.
From
But we would all need shelter.
Okay.
Like
what do I need personally?
Yeah, like something that
sex toy.
Make
like a fleshlight.
I'm just kidding, Bob. You don't have to look at me like that.
It's lonely on that roof, Bobby.
6 weeks?
Oh, my God.
He's saying this with me in the room.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Touchy subject.
Yeah.
Very
strong
touchy.
wind could get you going these days.
Touchy, very touchy, if you know what I mean. Very touchy.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I mean, ideally, I would love my Xbox and TV.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would occupy a lot of my time. Yeah.
But because I can have my iPad.
A luxury,
I can have my iPad and I can watch TV.
Yeah, a TV and a video game would.
My cousin Ryan says a conjugal visit. Now, Ryan, he does not mean that with his cousin. He means that with a conjugal visit.
Sure.
Then maybe that would be something that you would need.
Could you perform on the roof? A conjugal visit.
Are there taller buildings around me?
Look, you're on a building. All right, say you're on our rooftop. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere here.
We'd be all right here.
Bad here.
I think
On
you
the
can take
big
care of
cruise
business
ship.
up there.
Yeah.
So, all right, Sean wants to know, Bob, I honestly don't understand the point of the visor. Could you please explain?
It's 70 degrees today.
No, in here, inside, he's saying. Like, he doesn't understand it.
A hat's
I'm just asking you
pointless
the
too,
question.
right?
Yeah.
The hat, though, is a little different. The visor, though, I like it because it's a Steve Spurrier visor.
So there's two other hats I could have worn today, normal hats that go with my South Carolina gear.
He's got his Gamecock stuff.
I got my Gamecocks going. One is my Cox hat, which I think Coach frowns upon that I wear.
Why?
Well, it says
You can
on
buy
the
it in the
front.
store.
I know it says on the front.
Yes.
So we're on
Okay.
YouTube and all that. And Twitch. So I don't know. And the other one I couldn't find this morning. So I said, you know what? It's 70 degrees today. We can wear it. Today's a visor day. I'm going to go home and work on my garage. It's a visor day.
Are you going to find your hats?
I know where they are.
By the way, the amount of people that were repulsed by the idea of the hat yard sale for us, like of us bringing, like the hats, like Joe Z yesterday, who's a little particular. One of our sales guys.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
He's a little particular.
I can see that.
And Joe Z was saying to me, "Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine." Because I said, wearing Jamie's ratty hat,
but it's clean.
No, it's ratty. That thing looks like it has fungus.
It's clean.
I mean, seriously, it's freaky.
Fine.
It is freaky looking.
It's where the coronavirus started.
Seriously, I think it did. It's outbreak. The source of outbreak.
I don't think it's worn. It's not dirty.
Yeah.
It is dirty.
You can have a pair of jeans that are worn, but they're not dirty.
When it has dirt stains in it?
But it's not dirt stains. It's
dirt discoloration?
It's discoloration.
But it is dirt stains.
I think it's sun drenched.
There is now there's an entire debate going on about Bob does he wear sunglasses inside also? Now
What's
the
wrong
entire
with,
debate.
we wear hats inside. We 3 of the 5 of us have hats on right now.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not saying it's right, but it's not.
And Egan's ratty hat. It's just that's
Egan's got a lettuce. He's
Watch
got a good head
yourself.
of lettuce.
That's my alma mater.
And
you're wearing
you don't support him, so I have to.
I support them very well.
You can't get on him from wearing a Temple hat. You're wearing a Marist.
The
shirt
Marist
right now.
I'm wearing Marist. Guess what? The last payment will be going to Marist in July.
Marist High School.
And I will never again.
I almost went to Marist College.
I forgot that Olivia went to
Olivia's
Marist.
school.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Olivia's
I
school
thought
is
you were doing
Marist.
Marist College.
No, that's Olivia's
That's
school.
where I almost went. Most famous NBA alum from Marist. Come on, Bobby. I'm looking at
There's
you.
a coach from Marist. Isn't
Dutchman?
there?
Yeah.
Is it?
Who was it?
Rick Smits.
The Flying Dutchman.
yeah.
I thought there was a
yeah.
coach that was from Marist.
There might be.
My buddy,
I just know the Dutchman.
My buddy Mark Aram, who's a very successful in the media in Anaheim. He is a Marist grad, too. He's a Connecticut blue blood, so at that point. Let's get to the linchpin. What starts on Monday is sort of leaving us all out.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, not that it snuck up on me, but it's Monday. It's this Monday. The NFL new year starts. This is where a lot of guys' roster bonuses are due. You have to have your financial kind of books in order if you want to be a player. And the Eagles still have a lot of work to do. I think they're still 32, 33 million away from salary cap compliance.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
There's always restructuring and kicking cans and
that's
whatever.
all they're doing.
Yeah. Like if you look at Dak's contract he just signed, he's getting $75 million in the first year, but it's only $22 million against the cap.
So they're going to be local lapdogs that spin. When Howie gets the money off the books, they're going to be local lapdogs that are going to go, look at Howie doing his mastery again. First of all, he had to.
Yeah.
And second of all he did was delay the inevitable and create pain.
Yeah.
Because of his idiotic decisions.
So this is not the normal NFL calendar year starting up on Monday, but I am intrigued. I wouldn't say excited. I'm intrigued to see what's coming. Ian Rappaport just tweeted out Isaac Seumalo just restructured his deal. I'm sure to take maybe some more bonus up front and lower his cap number. There's going to be a lot more of those moves coming by Monday. And I guess the word I would use is intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what they do to get out of this. Because I do think something will be surprising by Monday.
Surprising
as a takeaway, as a negative, or surprising
Both.
as a get? Both?
And Surprising doesn't... Like, I think Malik Hooker would do very well here. You can get him cheap enough. Like, there's going to be something that happens where you go, oh, okay. I that's a solid move for the situation they're in.
See, I think they're in I think we're at Walmart. And you're going to see...
We're at Five Below.
You are going to see... I have a whole issue with them. We'll talk about coming up. I sent you the picture the other day.
That was pretty good.
Right now I see Howie Roseman getting boosted up, and he's reaching into the bins at Walmart.
Yeah.
Near the registers.
So when you
searching in the $1.99 DVD bin.
There's nothing wrong with that. They have some.
You can find some gems.
How do you get in to look at them?
First of all, I go to the home improvement. I grab a step stool.
Okay, step
I come
stool.
back, and that's how I get in.
Yeah, but if you pull a Goonies out, you're going, for $2.
It is awkward when I fall in there, John. I have to get somebody to help me out.
It's like you in the ball pit.
Yeah, but
they lost you for 2 days. I heard.
Target, you as soon as you walk in, they have the dollar section, like right there. And my wife always gets stuck in the dollar section. I have to pull her out of it.
I like the dollar section.
But when Howie goes in there, that's because it's at a necessity. He has to go to Dollar Tree.
He's only
dollar
got $5
section.
in the pocket.
Exactly. He doesn't have an option of going and buying anything else.
But I want to see how he bargain shops. This isn't the Eagles' norm.
Do we have an example? It's funny you say it's not the Eagles' norm. What's a good example of Howie bargain shopping? Any?
Patrick Robinson.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
A good one. That's a very good one, James.
They didn't get him at...
He was almost a camp cut.
He was almost a camp cut.
Yeah, I think he was only... I'd have to go back and look,
small.
like 1.5, 2 million, something like it. There's going to be a bunch of those moves, a bunch of like the $2 million. Look, you're going to have to buy low on guys that you think either weren't in the right system or coming off injury or whatever the reason is. It's going to be interesting. I can't say exciting, but it'll be interesting. Excited to hear what Adam Schefter has to say about, freeing up $32 million or whatever it is by Monday.
This update brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Do you realize new customers can make their first bet risk-free up to $500? Go to parkscasino.com/PA. It'll give you all the details. And use the promo code FANATIC to make sure you are all set. And remember, as Jamie just told you, that Adam Schefter will join us at 8:10 today.
Yeah, read between the lines today with him.
That's usually what you have to do with Adam.
Yeah, but I think you'll get some light shed on the salary cap situation. I think he knows maybe some.
By the way,
some
remember
things.
the old Batman TV series, Bob?
Sure.
And do you remember the old Batman, Jamie, or are you too young for that?
The pow, wham, that one. Adam West. Yeah. I mean, I saw a couple.
So it was on the other night. So I sit through, I bounce back and forth, and I see Batman a couple times. Very funny. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like even the camera angle of the villain's hideout always is crooked.
So the villains' hideouts were always
crooked.
Slanted. It's the weirdest thing in television history.
Because they were crooked.
Right. Exactly.
So
weird.
So it was so stupid. But the way that Adam West delivers his lines as Batman, it's Adam Schefter. It's Adam.
The deliberate.
Robin, if we could just find a way to fix our utility belts, we might get out of this one.
That's pretty good.
It's Adam Schefter.
Come on, man.
It's Adam Schefter.
That's pretty good.
I'd like the salad with croutons, no onions.
Oh, goddamn.
Croutons.
You see,
I love
what soup do you have to? It's very deliberate. It's Batman. He's Batman.
That's good.
He's Adam
me
West. I don't want to piss you off. I want you on the show in around a half hour, Adam, so it'll be good there.
You know what the greatest thing about that show was so you mentioned the slanted wherever then another thing was they would so Batman and Robin would climb up the side of a building all the time to get to the villain's place, and a celebrity
would open the window.
That's not even in the show. Would open the window and pop out. Oh, Batman and Robin, how are you today? Like it could be Frank Sinatra.
Yes, Frank Sinatra did.
I mean, it was wild
every time.
Jerry Lewis. Every time. They'd be climbing up. Yeah, Jerry Lewis.
But the thing is, though, how they climbed up is they literally crouched behind each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holding a rope like they're walking on the floor, like doing like the elephant walk.
Yeah.
And then they just switched the camera.
Yeah, and it was
made
kind of
look
like somebody pop out.
The building.
Yeah, like Anne Margaret would pop out. Oh, Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin are here.
Oh, hello, Miss Margaret. We're here to
they
fight
would address
crime.
them as
Jerry Lewis.
Mr. Sinatra,
Jerry
I enjoy
Lewis,
your music.
Frank Sinatra.
We need to get back to our crime fighting now. I mean, it was hysterical.
And they would just have these random things.
weird.
Okay, I do have an issue, though. You brought up Five Below. Great company. I've bought many things at Five Below.
I got to look this up. You did send us a text on this
I sent you the picture the other day, though, about Five Below. Pat, I would imagine you're a Five Below. I could get lost in a Five Below for 30 minutes.
I got to step into one.
Give me a basket.
It's in my price range.
Give me a basket, and I can wander around a Five Below and be fine. They have a sign up in front of the Five Below. It says Five Below. All products up to $10. On the sign, right on the logo of the sign, it says Five Below, but you're up to $10. So I'm like, wait a minute. That's 10 Below.
Do they have a bougie section?
That's not Five Below. That's 10 Below, right?
So the big sign, it's a huge sign.
Oh, you see,
yes, I got it. So it says cool stuff on the top, and then on the bottom it says Five Below, and then in the middle it has a $1 sign, and then it says $1, $2, and then big $5, $2, $10.
Well, inflation. You got to.
No, but you can't.
It doesn't make sense.
But you can't. It's bad optics if you change the store name to 10 Below.
Well, it has to be 10 Below.
Do they have like a bougie section where things are?
Really good? No, guess what though?
It's behind a curtain.
They have stuff like
it's like the adult section.
Like Bob bought the girls' headsets yesterday at the store.
I bought them for Tommy.
You can buy those. You could have gotten them a boy's color. The
boy's color.
No, they're gray and blue. They're
I don't know. Golf course colors.
There
right
is
there.
There
blue
is a
shirt with a gray short.
You can buy headsets in there. You can buy. You can buy earbuds. You can buy stuff like that, and that would be the over 5 section. So is that the bougie section, as you're calling it?
I guess if it's over 5 and 5 Below, right? Isn't it bougie?
I don't know that you can have that. I do know this. We can have fun and mayhem and Pat's takes on the show. We can do that.
With or without. Either way, it's time for Pat's Takes.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi,
Pat. Over the weekend.
Where?
What do you mean?
You said gentlemen.
You three. I was being nice. Next time
men will be men, but LaSalle men will always be gentlemen.
All right, time to shut up. Over the weekend, there was an Instagram model convention in Atlanta, which just so happened to coincide with an NBA All-Star weekend. Self-proclaimed models from all over the country flocked into Atlanta looking to get some of Magic City's wings and a piece of an NBA All-Star, preferably Domantas Sabonis. But some didn't plan this well, and Monday, GoFundMe was flocked with new fundraisers from women claiming they were stranded in Atlanta and needed help getting home. Tanya Jones wrote, quote, and these are all true, I'm stuck in Atlantic. She spelled that wrong. Trying to get back to my kids. I haven't showered in days or eaten. She was asking for a mere $2,500. Then there was Brittany, who was a little less greedy. The Tennessee native said she was stuck in Atlanta and was over this, quote, BS. She wanted to get home to her daughter. She only asked for $1,200. My personal favorite, though, was Ty Jones. He was a guy who figured he might be able to convince Tanya or Brittany that he was LeBron James. He claimed that he went to All-Star Weekend with $400 in his pocket, booked a one-way ticket because he was waiting for his unemployment to kick in, but that never came through. He needed help getting back to Minnesota and was asking for $1,100. But not everybody was looking to get out of Atlanta. Another GoFundMe popped up on Tuesday from John. John wrote, quote, stranded in Philadelphia looking to get back to Atlanta. Left, but then met my new coworkers, and I can't do that anymore. They wear dirty hats and bang pies. John was seeking a meager $1.25 million. So
They do that as
interesting.
They do. That is good.
Good luck, John.
That is amazing. By the way, you just said the trigger word. You said it like 11 times.
Yeah,
so
fight me.
He's allowed.
So expect a meeting.
I always expect a meeting when I come into work.
Who the hell goes somewhere if they can't get out? Like, what the hell is that?
Guess what?
Dumbass.
It's a scam.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're asking for $1,100.
Yeah, I know. But like,
so they did.
But I guess my point is, who's actually giving them money?
Right.
I think somebody thinks that.
Yeah.
I think somebody's getting something in return.
Let me just tell you the comments, which I could not include because of FCC regulations, of people that did donate were a treat.
Oh boy.
Really?
They
What
were
they
a
wanted?
treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
By the way, check out the Pat's Takes logo.
We have a logo.
It's fantastic.
They have a little Bitmoji of a small human being.
On the YouTube channel, the Pat's Takes logo. I just took a Well, picture there.
Oh,
Is that-
okay. Yeah, I
that
like
is
it.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that does look good.
That is
Good job,
awesome.
Mike.
Very good, Mike.
That is
looks good.
awesome. I
Good job,
think that
Mike.
could be a T-shirt potentially someday.
Yes, extra small.
All right, the next story. I love a good frivolous lawsuit. It shows two things: the lengths that some will go to at the expense of their wallet and their pride, and then also that shoot or shoot. That's what a New Jersey man is doing as he sued a promotional company for fear and emotional distress from a glitter bomb.
What?
Nick Coretta is 47 years old and has painted the picture like it's 2000 and every letter he gets is filled with anthrax. He says that the horror started in 2019 when he received a penis-shaped chocolate in the mail.
Wow.
No, that's not funny at all. Grow up. And then came the bomb a few months later. His lawyer said the bomb, quote, exploded in his face, causing glitter to strike him in the eyes, nose, and mouth with extreme force. A few months after that, another prank arrived. It was Dookie.
Dookie?
Well, it was chocolate-shaped Dookie. And it was addressed to, quote, the fat midget.
It's bad.
That's what it was addressed as. He's seeking $75,000, claiming that the promotions company is working in a conspiracy with whomever is sending the packages because the promotions company continues to take this mystery man's money. So please keep Coretta in your thoughts and prayers as he fights the good fight against chocolate poop and penises and glitter bombs.
I can only imagine that you'd open something that you don't know.
I once got this close to sending somebody penis gummies.
You did?
I never pulled the trigger.
Wait, this was recently.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Really?
I remember. I do know.
I
this
forget
story. Yes.
what it was, but I've always wanted to do that.
By the way, send them the
I've always
Haribo.
wanted to do that.
Pat, send people the Haribo sugar-free
Yeah,
ones.
they'll tear you up.
You know this?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like a diuretic?
Guess what? I know somebody who was tired of the
sugar.
people eating their candy, like and emptying her candy
That's
dish.
a good move.
She got the Haribo. They are the sugar-free ones.
Wait, is this a diet I can do for
and they
summertime?
supposedly give you the runs.
Ooh.
I know what I'm putting in my next cereal concoction.
Man.
Wait, so I could get in
Pat, that is
beach,
a great
beach shape here?
Great job
With
and a great
some gummy
logo,
bears?
too, by Mike.
Yeah, way to go,
it's a
Mike.
good
Good
look.
job, Patrick.
Mike, really good. Great job, Pat.
Mike will not be getting a glitter bomb.
People enjoy Pat's takes very much. They very much
As well they
enjoy
should.
Pat's takes. 91 LSX on Twitter, on our YouTube channel, said Jamie's porno was actually titled 5 Inches Below.
Hey-o.
Wow.
That was actually the title.
It's not small, it's just pencil thin.
That's his. Now, JD says 5 Below is for people like Pat. Jamie's too tall to enter.
Wow.
I mean, I can't get mad. It's true.
So,
As soon as I walk in, they say, "Where are your parents?"
And here's another one too. Here's another one too. This is where it's absolutely false. John Kincade is not walking in a 5 Below.
Apparently you love
Because
it.
if you would, he goes, I'll take a picture of you in a 5 Below. I absolutely. You
You're
all I'm
bougie,
going to say
John.
is you do not know me. I absolutely would see it if I had like some time to kill. I'd love. In fact, the other day I'm getting my hair cut. I went and spent time in the 5 Below. There was another 5 Below. I just
Where'd
walked
you go?
around
Did you go
in
to
there.
Sports Clips or Great Clips?
I don't want to give they're not advertising.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to give them the love yet, but if they'd love to advertise, I'd love to have them on. But I went in, so I went in and
Yeah, I could see you hitting
I
up. Now I
don't do that. Like
I have a specific item I go to 5 Below for, and that's phone chargers.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, constantly going in, not constantly, but I go in there to get the
Let me
phone
guess, your
chargers.
If you
kids-
lost one, you mean?
Your kids steal your charger all
Oh
the time.
my God. I have 4 kids. You know how many chargers we go through
So they
all
just
the time?
steal them?
It's like, this is mine, that's yours,
Oh,
this
there
one
you
broke,
go.
that didn't, you know.
All right, 8 o'clock hour, brings you Adam Schefter. And coming up, we will tell you about a generational problem. Or is it? For Philadelphia sports fans. It's the John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. When I'm driving around these roadways now, after a long time away, I didn't realize how the roads get beaten up during the winter. And right now, there are potholes everywhere. It's like you're driving through Beirut. Well, thank God, AAA is riding along with me. I got my wife's new car, so I'm driving around, and I got AAA with me. And she wanted to make sure that I had it, because AAA provides 24/7 service, giving you 24/7 peace of mind. And right now, this is a good deal. Flyer fans, join today and get 50% off at AAA.com/flyers. AAA.com/flyers. For new members only. Other restrictions apply. See the site for details. You got AAA's great car care centers all over the Delaware Valley. But more importantly, these roadways are a mess. You need somebody that is having your back because you might bust a tire. You may be in trouble on the side of the road. And you want it for your kids, too, don't you? You want to make sure they're protected. Make sure you've got AAA on the job for you. Join today. Get 50% off at AAA.com/flyers and tell them that John Kincade was the one that sent you in.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
What's for dinner, you ask? At Wawa, we've got the answer, no matter what you're craving. Because Wawa now has dinner. Every day starting at 4 p.m., you'll find crave-worthy dinner options that will make everyone happy. Like fettuccine Alfredo, kids' meals, delicious Angus burgers, French fries, and more. Choose in-store, curbside, or delivery. Wawa dinner. Sounds good.
Come in from the cold for something hot and comforting from Wawa. Savor the handcrafted salty sweetness of a toasted caramel crunch latte, topped with a caramel drizzle and crunchy caramelized sugar. Or cozy up to the warm, inviting vanilla sugar and spice aromas of our new cinnamon bun coffee, bursting with a delicious fresh baked flavor. Treat yourself and try them both this winter to create your very own getaway to deliciousness. Gotta have a Wawa.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
In 2003, it was rare for freshmen to carry a college basketball team, never mind two of them. But for Syracuse, Carmelo Anthony and Jerry McNamara did just that, all the way to a national championship. Anthony led the team in scoring and rebounds, while McNamara led the team in assists and was third in scoring. In the national championship game against Kansas, Carmelo was the game's leading scorer with 20, and McNamara added 18.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
March is the biggest month in college basketball where teams across the country test their talent in the hopes of winning it all. For finding talent that can help your team win it all, there's LinkedIn Jobs. Post a job with targeted screening questions, and LinkedIn will quickly get your role in front of qualified candidates. Manage job posts and contact candidates from a single view as functions are streamlined onto one simple screen. Post a job for free at linkedin.com/sports. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Dear smart shoppers, ready, set, go. Get a great deal on a new Toyota. Get a complimentary first month's lease payment on a new 2021 Corolla, Corolla Hybrid, or Corolla Hatchback with $139 a month due for 35 months thereafter with $29.99 due at signing, plus taxes and fees. Save now, Toyota.
Security deposit waived on approved credit from Toyota Financial Services for Tier 1 Plus or Tier 3 customers only. Complimentary first month's payment up to $300. Customer responsible for any amount of first month's payment in excess of $300. Call 1-800-79-TOYOTA for details about costs and terms. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end 3/31/21.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p, unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Okay, class, let's bump it up to 9.
Come on, Limu, keep pedaling. We got to build our endurance to let more people know that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Pick up the pace, bird legs.
Hey, don't talk to Limu like that.
I'm not, I'm talking to you.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Get a customized quote at libertymutual.com.
Order. Continue, Miss Garner.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection! My credit card doesn't earn double miles on every purchase.
I object to your objection. With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase.
Order.
Please read counselor's last statement.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase.
I'll allow it.
No further questions, Your Honor. Well, just one. What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA N.A. There's no such thing as a sure bet on an illegal website. Illegal betting sites are accountable to no one. That puts you and your money at risk. Why play these odds when Pennsylvania offers legal online betting for those who want to wager? Legal sites pay out your winnings, ensure fair play, and support responsible gaming. That benefits you and Pennsylvania's economy. Visit bettersafe.org/PA for information. That's BETTORsafe.org/PA to learn more. Don't be sorry. Be better safe.
Tax day is April 15th. Have you started crunching those numbers yet? Downloading the confusing forms and finding your receipts? Frustrated? Well, you should be enjoying baseball season, not dreading tax season. So here's the fix. Go to daviscpagroup.com. Check out the website, see all their services, and make an appointment. They've been providing tax preparation and accounting services for individuals and businesses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for more than 30 years. And they'll prepare and electronically file your taxes in just 3 days. Make an appointment today at daviscpagroup.com. Enjoy the game and leave your taxes to the pros at Davis CPA Group.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is nothing bougie about this show. Look, I'm the only guy in here from Delco.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
So damn proud. You better.
8 o'clock hour, the John Kincade Show comes your way. And it's brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. I am writing that down because there's something the coach just said that I think is just absolutely too good to pass up, but I don't want to miss getting to our content right at the top. But this is not being passed over. This is not,
nor should it be.
This is not being passed over. Thank you, Martin Law. We appreciate you being a part of our 8 o'clock hour here on the John Kincade Show. I'm going to lay it out for you just like this, as simply as possible. Is this new generation of adult Philadelphia fans different than previous generations? There was great conversation yesterday on Cuz Radio. There usually is. And many times it's completely off the rails. But I was shocked to hear Chunas telling Cuz a response to a question. And Bob, for you and I believe it would be unfathomable. Andrew says, I never grew up as an Eagles fan worrying about the Cowboys.
Wow.
He says, my venom was always much more directed at the Giants because he saw them win a few Super Bowls. And the Cowboys were never really on their radar because the Cowboys were never really a threat. And that completely fascinated me because I'm a good dad. And I taught my 17-year-old daughter to hate the Cowboys from birth. She knows that she never better bring a Cowboy fan into my home on her arm for a Sunday dinner, ever. He isn't welcome. And I think I've raised her right. And I've raised her to have better taste in men, so that probably is not going to happen. Especially the Philly guy who grows up being a Cowboy fan, because that's like the worst parenting ever. But I do wonder about what we pass on from generation to generation as Philadelphia sports fans to the next generation. Do our kids just accept our grudges, our biases, the teams we hate? Because the fact that I heard Andrew Salchunas yesterday say, the Cowboys never really did it for me at all. And the fact that there could be a generation of Philadelphia sports fans that don't hate the Cowboys, it honestly breaks my heart. And that's where we start the 8 o'clock hour here with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach Eric Camille on the John Kincade Show. This breaks my heart because my daughter hates the Dallas Cowboys. She's learned. She does not like the Cowboys at all. She can't stand them. She, before pandemic, when we saw the schedule come out, because we every year would do a dad-daughter weekend when I'm living in Auburn. My daughter and I would come up and spend the weekend in Philadelphia, just her and I, go to an Eagles game, hang out with her mom, have some fun, see cousins, do stuff, bum around the city, have a great time. Olivia cried the night the schedule came out last year. Not cried, got tears in her eyes.
Right.
That there are 2 weekends where her school has a Monday off in the fall. So we always have those 2 weeks scheduled, and it said when the Eagles home game ends in one of those, whatever weekend, you pick one of those games and you're going to it. The Eagles-Cowboys game at home here in Philadelphia was on one of those weekends, and it was going to be her first time going to the Eagles-Cowboys game, and she got tears in her eyes. She was so excited. She said, I want to go see Eagles-Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, Dad. And hearing Andrew Salchunas yesterday, it wounded me. Like, I mean, is there really a generation of fans that have grown up here that don't hate the Cowboys? Or is that just a thing that their dads do? I mean, is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, yours. So Olivia's hatred is perpetrated through you.
Because I taught her, right?
Because you taught her, sure. If Salchunas,
I raised her right.
Like, say Salchunas' dad isn't an Eagles fan, maybe not a football fan, and Andrew had to form his own rivalry in his mind, he's right. He's only 27, so for the 20 years he's been watching football, the Eagles have absolutely owned the Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Giants have won 2 Super Bowls. So if there's a division team that's going to be your rival in Andrew Salchunas' mind, yes, it's similar to Anthony, and I talk about this a lot too, John. It eats at Anthony and myself that people don't understand the Sixers-Celtics rivalry.
Don't even get me started.
I've never experienced Sixers.
And I can't blame you for it because you didn't live through it.
I swear to you, there are logos in sports where I have that repulsed. It's the Celtics in basketball, and it's not close.
I've never experienced Sixers-Celtics being like great at the same time.
Dad didn't teach you that, though.
He hated the Celtics.
Okay.
He's a longtime Sixers.
And you didn't pick it up, though. It didn't stick with you.
No, because for me, a rivalry, they have to be great at the same time. Like,
it was just a story.
Yeah, it was just like lore. Like, not that I'm siding with Andrew, but I hate Giants. The Giants to me are a bigger rivalry because I have a lot of New York friends. I went to college with New Yorkers. They're obnoxious and awful and insufferable. And they made that rivalry real for me.
Fans want to get in on this, 610-632-0975. Pat, I know that, people used to, in the Flyer fans, the hate for the Rangers and the hate of the Flyers-Rangers rivalry was palpable. You felt it in this town.
It got replaced.
Is it the same?
No, it got replaced by the Penguins.
So it's Penguins. Yes,
because,
it did.
I mean, and it really started probably in 98 because the Rangers started to be really bad and the Flyers were still really good. You don't really care about your, quote, rival when they're bad. They're just irrelevant. They're there. They're at the kids' table. So, and then the Penguins getting Crosby, becoming a dynasty, it built that hatred and that rivalry where I think if you ask any Flyers fan now, they go, no, we hate the Penguins way more than we hate anybody else.
It would literally be when I'm working for the Flyers, it would be we'd go up there, and there was a playoff series in 80, might have been 86. Might have been the 86 year, and we're playing the Rangers in the playoffs. Now, Pelle Lindbergh has died, and the Ranger fans, 17,000 Ranger fans doing, buy a Porsche, Hextall, buy a Porsche.
Jeez.
Literally scumbags. I mean, scumbags that they're doing. There were fans behind the Flyers net during warm-ups, Ranger fans, wearing Flyers jerseys with "dead" as the name with 31 on it. I mean, there was such venom in that rivalry, such hatred, and such nastiness.
These support why the Giants are a bigger rivalry to me.
But the Giants wasn't that. This was Rangers.
No, I know, but the New Yorkers the same. Like, to me, they irritate. Like a Philadelphia Cowboys fan, I go, all right, yeah, that's adorable. But like you guys aren't.
But if Philly fans ever did that, if Philly fans
it'd be
ever
on
wore
CNN,
dead,
MSNBC,
and they were dead and they stood right up against the glass.
It'd be on BBC, international news,
facing the players. I mean, it was that venom. I just think I guess things can change. Hey, Will joins us from the Northeast. Will, you're on the John Kincade Show on the Fanatic. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, buddy.
I grew up hating the Cowboys all my life because my cousin, he grew up loving the Cowboys for some reason. Like his
Bad
dad
parenting.
wasn't well, not even. My dad wasn't a sports fan at all. I just grew up with my family loving, the Birds, and my aunt loved the Giants, and my cousin loved the Cowboys. And it was just something about like growing up with him and him loving the Cowboys. It just drew me nuts, and just I don't know. The Cowboys are my biggest crazy.
Okay, so but that was taught to you. That was taught to Will.
Yeah. Well, I really can.
Did you pass it on to your kids, or your kids have different rivalries than you?
No, I let them get their own. I'll tell them stories or something like that. But I do. I hear you. It's weird for you and I to listen to somebody say, what?
The Cowboys?
Not the Cowboys? But I totally understand it. I absolutely understand it.
So you do understand it.
Yeah.
I just, it's weird, though, because one of the things I always pride myself is going, okay, don't ever be naive or out of touch. Don't try not to be out of touch. I feel out of touch on this one, honestly. I mean, when I heard Andrew talking, Andrew said it so matter of fact. He said it's so matter of fact that, yeah, the Cowboys just don't do it for me.
There's a special feeling to that game. Like, I don't want to downplay it like it's non-existent. When I would work those games, there was a special vibe to it. But in terms of hatred, the Giants, for me, are the layup.
Vinny in Media joins us on the John Kincade Show. Hi, Vinny.
Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing?
Good, buddy.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah, so you grew up hating the Cowboys just because you hate the Cowboys. I was around the same age as Tunis, but you hate the Cowboys because that's what your dad told you to do. But that Giants rivalry when we were growing up in the early 2000s was real. I mean,
I think the Eagles owned the Giants. The Eagles have owned the Giants.
They did lose. So my hatred for the Giants started. The Eagles had lost 9 straight to the Giants, including a playoff game. They were playing a Monday night game at the Meadowlands, and NYPD blew to the skit pregame on Monday Night Football about how guys in blue coats beat up guys in green coats 9 straight times. And I remember just me, my brother, and my dad jumped off the couch. And since then, like, I'm a Penn State fan, so rooting against Kerry Collins was not easy. But he wore that Giants blue, and you hated him. And
wow, okay. See, I'm learning something. I'm learning something, Vinny, and you're teaching me. I mean, Pat. Do you fall into this relative age group?
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
I have family members who are Giants season ticket holders, so I would go to Giants-Eagles games, and I would tweak the fan base by calling them the New Jersey Giants. But my most hated team is by far the New York Mets.
All right, let's go now to the Comcast Business Hotline. Because he's not a guy who gets into this venom and hate like we're talking about here this morning. It's Adam Schefter on the Comcast Business Hotline. Bounce forward. Adam, I was baffled yesterday when I heard young hosts here at 97.5 The Fanatic talking about the fact that the Cowboys, they don't really consider them a big rivalry because they just didn't grow up with the hatred that we grew up with. It's amazing. Do you understand the hatred and the venom in these rivalries? Do you get it?
Well, hold on, let me just tell my sidekick Robin here. Hold on, Robin, I just got to take care of this. You take care of Gotham.
This is Adam. It is. Have you ever? And you know what? Adam West, Adam Schefter. Is it? Have you ever watched the old Batman series?
Oh, I grew up watching that, of course.
It's Adam. When the other night I'm watching, I said it's Schefter. I said he is. Adam West is Adam Schefter. I think I think God rest his soul. I think he is.
I think you're a superhero too, Schefter.
We think you are.
Now, it's funny. My wife does not. So that's I do, and she does not. But
if you could just reach your utility belt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I need my utility belt in the next 10 days or so with all the things that are going to be happening.
You do. Sure. What are we looking for, Adam? I mean, is because right now I'm imagining Howie is roaming the aisles at Big Lots, seeing if there's anything that he could, or the bin at Walmart, where you have to dig in the bin and try to find that great DVD for 99 cents.
Well, again, there is going to be a lot that happens, and I think one of the hang-ups here that teams are waiting to get the salary cap figure from the NFL, the NFLPA, to see what they're going to be working within this year, what constraints. Because I think the number this year, the original number was supposed to be something like $210 million. And they'll get the number maybe today, maybe tomorrow, certainly this week, I would think. And the number is going to be closer to about 182, 182 and a half. And teams are really restricted in what they can and can't do. But every team is in the same situation. It's not like some teams got way more than the other. Now, again, some teams have managed it. Some teams have planned for it. Some teams have budgeted for it. Some teams don't want to spread out money. Everybody's in a different spot. The Eagles are in a tough spot, challenging spot. They have some cleaning up to do here. and we'll see how they address it. But whether it's Howie or any GM in the league right now, they've got some big challenges ahead of them here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and Adam joins us courtesy of our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Adam, I believe they're still about 32, 33 million away from being salary cap compliant. In your guesstimation, is this going to be a restructure circus where a lot of guys are mostly restructured, or is there going to be some possibility of some names no longer being here, just flat out cut?
Yeah, well, I haven't asked them that, but I would say this, that it's only natural to think that there'll be a little bit of both, right? Like, that's a lot of room to clear out, and you're not going to be able to do it simply by restructuring contracts. I'm sure there are going to be players that have to be moved. I don't expect, I know there's been a lot of conversation about Zach Ertz. I don't think he's getting cut. I think that they're open to trading him. They'll listen in on offers for him. They listen in on offers for others, I'm sure. But they'll be selecting the players they release. I have not heard any names yet. I really have not. I need to call around. But, yeah, they'll be making a lot of moves. They have no choice but to do that.
I got to tell you, Adam, is the one thing that I'm hearing overwhelmingly, and I guess it's just being back on my home turf now and getting reacquainted with this fan base, is that they feel the Eagles organization doesn't listen to them. They feel the Eagles organization is absolutely naive to what their fan base thinks about their product and everything. I mean, the fact that they don't believe Jeffrey Lurie is connected with them anymore, and this was a guy that was beloved in this town as an owner. And they feel that they've lost touch.
Again, and I'm not there. You're living there and taking calls, and I'm not, right? So I'm stepping in each week, and we're talking about this. So I'm coming at it from a limited perspective. But in what way is Jeffrey, the organization, what ways are they not listening to the fans?
The number one way is they're saying to themselves they felt that there were problems, that somehow they thought Doug Peterson was a problem and Carson Wentz was a problem and other people were problems. And somehow Howie Roseman didn't somehow end up on the problem list. And that is to me, that's the greatest disconnect, because I can't believe Jeff Lurie, as smart as he is, looked at his organization and said, yeah, Howie Roseman, we're good with that. But Doug Peterson's got to go. We got to get, I'm shocked.
The city obviously doesn't like Howie. Okay? The city doesn't like Howie. And the only thing I would say, and this is not to defend Howie, this is to defend the organization. This is not pro-Howie. This is, what was the phrase that someone on Twitter used, John? Something about Howie being in a sarcastic tone of God.
Yes. Or something
okay. This is a team still. Let's take a step back for a moment, which I would say to everybody. And let's look at what they've done, big picture. They are, in fairness, coming off a horrendous, embarrassing, tremendously disappointing year. They were awful. The organization collapsed. I got it. Okay. The body of work over the last 5, 6, 7 years is such that they've still been the best team in that division. They're still the only team in that division over the last 5, 6 years that's won a Super Bowl. I know the Giants have a couple of Super Bowl victories. How many division titles do they have? A couple of them? 2 of them? And what's the record? Pretty good. And so we are a what have you done lately society. And I got it. And lately they stank. They stunk. Okay?
Right.
So they're going to get ripped all year long. And by the way, that's what happens. When you go through a year like that, the owner stinks, the GM stinks, the organization stinks, the players stink, everybody stinks. And if anybody stays and everybody else goes, they're a bad guy. But again, I would just say this, that the organization as a whole has done well. Eagles fans have been rewarded. And so everybody remembers the last year. I know, again, hate them all you want, rip them all you want, criticize them all you want. They deserve it for last year. But I think there's a larger body that sometimes people are overlooking. That's all.
Shefty, right now, and I want you to talk in generalities here, not specifically to the Eagles, but right now what they're doing is they are restructuring a bunch of these contracts, and it's been labeled as kicking the can here, to save money here, but it's going to catch up to you. Can you talk generally? What is the good of restructuring and what is the bad of restructuring that could happen? Like I said, in general, not specifically with the Eagles.
Yeah, it's a difficult question to answer in a simple way, but let me try. And let me just say this, that if you want to take, let's just say a player, I don't know any of the numbers. I have to look at them. We'll use Zach Ertz as a name because we know that, again, there's a real chance he may not be here next season. If you owe him $100, you don't want to pay him $100 this year. You want to spread it out. And it's a poor example because it wouldn't happen because he's not going to extend, but we're just speaking in general. So Zach Ertz, let's tack on 2 more years. Let's give you another $20. Let's spread out the $120 that we owe you over 3 years, and now it's 40, 40, 40. Now, eventually you're paying the whole full $120, but maybe you're just not doing it all at once this year. Maybe it's spread out. Like what you're going to see this year over and over are voidable years introduced on deals, okay? Players is free agent signing. We saw it with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott signed a 4-year deal, and it is a 4-year deal, but it goes down in the books as a 6-year deal. And it goes down as a 6-year deal to help defray the cost against the cap this year to the point where Dak Prescott now is counting against the Cowboys cap this year $22.2 million as opposed to the $37.7 he would have under the cap. They saved $15.5. Are they going to pay? Yeah, Dak's going to make all that money. They're just pushing out the cost. It's like a credit card, okay? You can charge all you want. Eventually, you're going to have to pay it off.
Right.
And the longer you wait to pay it off, the more interest you're going to pay on it. That's about as basic a concept as I can introduce here.
Okay, I'm wondering, are you up to joining our bracket challenge here at the station?
Listen, in all honesty, I'm in a couple of different golf pools with a friend of mine that's lassoed me in. And
it's okay.
And
I mean, it's all right. I mean, we invited you to play golf last week, and now we tournament. We're going to get you invited one of these things. You're going to take us up on it. You're a busy man, though. It's the league year starting.
Listen, and I love my DraftKings golf.
Yes.
Right? And so I'm doing that. I'm in a couple of golf pools with a buddy of mine that I honestly, all I know is I'm hoping that Michigan does well in the tournament.
There we go. I guarantee you are. Hey, Shefty, we appreciate your time this morning, buddy. Take care, man.
Hey, guys, next Wednesday. You know what next Wednesday is?
Next Wednesday, the league year?
Happy New Year, the start of the league.
Yeah, there it is.
Patrick's Day.
We'll have our Happy New Year party. New Year's resolutions. I got resolutions. Stop drafting poorly. That's my Eagles draft resolution.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, bud.
Here's my resolution. My utility belt better be
there it is.
Nice.
Who would be your Robin? I mean, that's the question. We'll have to figure that one
Field
out.
Yates. I'm Morse Robin. I'm Morse Robin, and Field Yates is my Robin.
That works out perfect.
I like it.
That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Take care, man.
Thanks, Shefty.
With thousands of technician job openings nationwide, you can train to pursue an automotive career. Let UTI show you jobs in demand and how you can get trained in less than a year. UTI.edu.
Shefty.
Field Yates.
That's
Field
not
Yates.
bad.
That is the one that also on the, much like Zach Wilson, that is the one, he is on Olivia's super cute list. Like
Really?
where she will go super, who's he? He's super cute.
Wow.
And then when you get the super cute.
So it goes Field Yates. Who else did you say?
She loves
Zach Garoppolo.
Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson.
Her
Christina's.
Her mother
and
loves Garoppolo.
Oh, okay. And Pat Egan.
She loves Pat Egan. It's not.
I don't
because
think
of the
he's super
looks.
cute though.
I don't think she.
I would call Pat very, very cute.
Hey, come on in with us.
That's nice.
610-632-0975.
I feel really
Mike,
awkward right now.
Mike, if you hold on, we'll get to you, and you can be a part of this. One team appears to be continuing to get better. Another, maybe not. We'll check it out. And the commissioner's to blame. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I can tell you this, that a lot of people think of the wintertime is when you need new windows. So this great sale going on right now with Window Nation is fantastic. 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. You make no down payment, you make no payments, and you pay no interest for 2 full years. It saves you thousands of dollars, and you can beat the spring rush. But what I'm going to tell you is this. As bad as it is when it's cold and you've got lousy windows, when it's hot, it's just as bad because you're going to be trying to air condition your home, and then all of that cool air is going to be seeping out, and the hot air is going to be getting in because you got drafty windows. How about this? Do business with Window Nation. Do a little window shopping at windownation.com. They've installed over 200,000 windows just in the past year. Over 1 million windows have been installed. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. You're absolutely going to love Window Nation. This is a great deal. 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. Make no down payment, no payments, and no interest for 2 full years. How do you do it? You call them at 866-90NATION. That's 866-90NATION. And check them out on the web, the window shopping at windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show. Wow, getting drunk in the morning on 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. The Fanatic's Bracket Challenge is back. A perfect bracket could win you $1 million. Starting Monday, go to 97.5thefanatic.com and fill out your bracket. Someone is guaranteed to win $1,000. But a perfect bracket will win you $1 million.
97.5 The Fanatic's $1 Million Bracket Challenge is brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Conference tournaments are tipping off. Bubble teams are making their final push. Top seeds are preparing for what they hope is a long run. I'm Adam Schefter, and DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting new customers in the center of the action. Bet $4 on an underdog. Win $256 if they win. It's that simple. That's bet $4 on an underdog in select college basketball games, and if they win, you collect $256. The bank is open. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $4 into $256 if the underdog of your choosing pulls off the upset. That's code FANATIC for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only, new customers only, restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino, see DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tires are so much more than just a necessity. They're a part of our everyday lives, making sure we get safely to our destination. That's why CJ's Tire and Automotive recommends Nokian tires. Nokian tires provide excellent grip and handling. Whether you're navigating spring storms or summer heat, rest assured Nokian all-season tires are ready for the challenge. Ready for a new set of Nokian tires? Trust CJ's for the best tires at the best price and getting you in and out in no time. Visit any of their 17 area locations and discover why CJ's Tire and Automotive is better, faster, and more affordable.
What is TV's biggest night of guessing games? There's only one answer. Fox Wednesday. Yeah! First, The Masked Singer returns with a new season that will totally change the game.
How many people are in this costume? 2? 12?
Then, can you guess someone's talent before you see them perform?
Scorpion Wrangler!
Fire thrower! Lock it in!
It's the spectacular premiere of Game of Talents, hosted by Wayne Brady.
Show us your talent!
Right after The Masked Singer season premiere. Fox tonight.
Cleanliness and safety are essential to the success of any business. That's why Cintas has introduced our Total Clean program, a one-of-a-kind service that includes scheduled deliveries of essential cleaning supplies, hygienically cleaned uniforms, and on-site sanitizer and disinfectant services to help eliminate germs. Learn what the Cintas Total Clean program can do for you.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers built for business and powered by Intel Core processors. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Again, that's 877-ASK-DELL.
That meeting's starting at 4. Can I get those projections?
Indeed knows unexpected growth can stretch your business thin.
Karen, do these numbers look right to you?
Like at Mia's research firm. To hit client deadlines, she needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning, privates! Good morning, drill sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, drill sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Dear smart shoppers, ready, set, go. Get a great deal on a new Toyota. Get a complimentary first month's lease payment on a new 2021 Highlander or Highlander Hybrid with $309 a month due for 35 months thereafter with $39.99 due at signing plus taxes and fees. Save now, Toyota.
Security deposit waived on approved credit from Toyota Financial Services for Tier 1 Plus or Tier 3 customers only. Complimentary first month's payment up to $600. Customer responsible for any amount of first month's payment in excess of $600. Call 1-800-79-TOYOTA for details about costs and terms. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end 3/31/21.
Hey, I'm Jordan, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that cilantro lime sauce that goes on it. That's just an extra kick, a flavor explosion.
Hi, I'm Catherine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the spiciness of the chicken and the coolness of the cilantro lime sauce. It's the best of both worlds.
Chick-fil-A's Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich. Available for a limited time only. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I have learned how to use the Apple CarPlay in my wife's new car, and I love it because my T-Mobile phone, lets me do so much. I love being able to answer texts now. I didn't realize that before, just being able to speak. That's awesome, too. Being able to operate hands-free. There's so many things I do with my T-Mobile phone, and it's funny because people will say to me, but you say you don't like talking on the phone. But there's so many other things that I need to do. I need to constantly be able to get emails. I need to constantly be able to text people, tell people what's going on. I send my videos to the family every day. I love being a T-Mobile customer. And right now is a great time for you to get in as a T-Mobile customer. Did you know their Magenta 55 Plus plan includes Netflix, 2 lines, unlimited data, just $70 a month? And that's a flat price, $70 a month. If you're 55 and up, visit T-Mobile.com/55 or call 1-800-T-Mobile today. There are T-Mobile stores all over the Philadelphia area. Check them on out and tell them Kincade sent you in.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Can we wrap this up? I need to get home in time for General Hospital.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Shocking murder yesterday in Port Charles. Bob, I guess Donna was a little shocked.
She seemed upset yesterday.
The shocking murder?
Yeah.
It would imagine it was a major murder yesterday.
How often are murders happening in Port Charles?
Not often. But this is a murder of a major character too. Surprisingly.
Like longtime member?
Yes. And surprising murder. Like it came out of nowhere. You weren't expecting it.
I will not have to tune in to find out.
I hope Franco's all right.
I was expecting it because somehow my wife read about it 3 weeks ago.
But it's not but there's a deep fake is all I'm going to tell you. There's a deep fake. If you're a Franco fan, don't worry.
I don't think many out there are.
If you're a Franco fan, just don't worry about it.
What percentage of men do you think secretly watch soap operas that don't admit it?
I can already tell you it's like a 20. Well, I can tell you this much. Go into an NBA locker room. Go into an NHL locker room. Go into a Major League Baseball locker room.
They like their soaps?
I got the many members of the baseball team down in Altoona onto the set of The Young and the Restless because that was Brian Snitker's favorite show. And on a road trip, they went out, and I think 6 players went.
Wow.
Because remember, daytime, afternoons, hotel rooms.
Yeah.
You're taking your nap. In the NBA, you do the shoot around what, 10:30, 11 o'clock?
Yeah, 10 or 11, yeah.
Go back, lay in your hotel room.
Yeah.
Shaq would have his 2 club sandwiches.
That's a good order.
2 club sandwiches before you're playing an NBA basketball game?
Well, he's enormous.
Oh, you can't imagine the crap that I've seen guys consume an hour before a game in the NBA.
I mean, Joel, you see hamburgers on the table.
When you have bodies that big, they're like, to us, what drowns us. But yeah, you'd be amazed at like a group text on the road when I was covering the team. Anybody know what time such and such starts today in this city? Meaning a soap opera.
There it is.
Really?
It's huge. Baseball locker rooms.
Oh, yeah. We had a
baseball,
group
NBA.
Swear to God.
The NBA is huge. Yes.
There's players included.
The NBA players, huge. NHL players, huge. We would do the shoot-arounds. Working in the NHL, they would do the shoot-around in the morning. They had a shoot-around practice. And then players would get together in the same room to watch GH, Young and the Restless.
Oh, my God.
It was huge.
Yeah, like, for instance, Milwaukee, GH was on it, too. So we knew, honest to God, we would rush, not we, because I wasn't a GH fan that much then.
At that point.
But, yeah, we would rush to get lunch afterwards at this specific place in Milwaukee so that they could be back by 2 to see GH.
Yes. Now, it's, by the way, I'm very screwed up here by the 3 o'clock start, too.
Oh, why? It was different down in Albuquerque?
2 o'clock in Albuquerque, we would see it at 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock here. There is something I have to ask about, though. Coach walked out here and dropped something. No, it's not dirty laundry. It's just creepy, like serial killer laundry. Pat, you're working in a room with a man who has a very odd collection.
Do you want to tell me what it is so I can get out of here, or what?
I'm going to give you a guess.
Hair dolls.
I'm going to give you a guess.
Fingernails and toenails.
It's not far off.
Women's underwear.
Coach collects Pez dispensers.
Yeah. I'm not weirded out by that.
No?
Not at all. There's first of all, there's a huge market for that.
What?
Yeah, there's a massive market for Pez dispensers.
Huge market for Pez dispensers.
Yeah, and one of my friends actually collects Pez dispensers.
What's the huge market?
They're very collectible.
How do you know until you try to sell them?
General Hospital and Pez collections. Who the hell am I working with?
Pez dispensers.
Give us a minute.
That's like serial killer. That's like serial killer stuff. If you walked into a room at someone's house and there were Pez dispensers all on display, you'd be freaked out.
Yeah, I'm freaked out now without even walking into his house.
Wait, are they on display?
I have them in a locked cabinet.
Right, what's your favorite
like
Pez
Grandma's
dispenser?
curio cabinet?
I don't have a favorite one.
Yes, you do.
You have to. What's your go-to?
You have like a
Pez
Hulk Hogan
dispenser?
one? That'd be cool.
I guess the
What's
ones
your most
that
expensive?
are the most expensive or the most valuable. I have a Fat Elvis Pez dispenser. Most of them were thin. I have a Fat Elvis one. Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, that's sort of cool.
I have a JFK.
Hendrix is cool.
JFK.
Yeah.
That's Bob.
I think
How did you feel?
autographed it for him when he was
I have the you remember
The head goes back like this?
No.
Oh, jeez.
That's wrong. Remember Raiders of the Lost Ark movie? Remember the pilot in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Jacques?
Yeah.
Jacques, him.
What? That guy made
Where
a
the
pen?
hell did they come from?
Seriously.
Yeah.
This is disturbing.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, the whole collection is still in the case. And I think my most valuable one is Mary Poppins. Because the Mary Poppins didn't have feet.
What?
The Pez dispensers didn't have feet. And then there are 2 different Mary Poppins. One of them, she has like coloring on her cheeks. The other one doesn't. I have the ones with the coloring on the cheeks.
Okay, this is
weird.
Okay, now you're like Pat's freaked out.
No, I'm not. I looked it up, and the most expensive Pez dispenser sold on eBay in 2006 for $32,000.
What?
Whoa!
I'm telling you, there's a massive market for this. It was 1982's World's Fair
There's only
Pez
2
dispenser.
of them. There's only 2 of the 1982 World's Fair Pez dispensers. The reason why it's so expensive because they only made 2.
How about this? JD says Pez dispenser can sometimes be confused as a Pat Egan family reunion.
Oh, man.
Wow.
JD.
That hurts, JD.
Yeah.
I mean, it's accurate, but it hurts.
Right for the jugular.
You guys don't have any like collections like this? Nothing? You don't collect anything?
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, I have like a big collection of hockey cards and baseball cards and whatnot.
Nothing. I have no collections.
I collected cards as a kid.
The only thing I have a big bin of, and I told this, and by the way, Kevin Kincade from Crossing Broad, I answered one of his tweets a few weeks back, and he used my idea, is that when I get the man cave set up, get a coffee table, cut yourself a piece of glass to sit on top of the coffee table, and display all your press credentials on it. Just make sure that you don't have to play cards on it. It's bad if it can't be a card table because it's too distracting. But all press credentials from things that you've covered. You're in sports, and there's always a collection piece going, wow, World Series and PGA Championship and stuff like that.
Yeah, I should have.
Bob, you have so many from your career. That would have been a good one. Do you have them or not?
I don't know if they got discarded in the move. I know I saved.
Guess what? When you enter this garage, it's going to be like today. It's going to be like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, wow, cool. Although the other day, Donna was cleaning out something and she said, "Oh, I found your scrapbook." And my dad had open heart surgery when I was in high school. I think my senior year in high school.
Okay.
And he went back and I swear to God, meticulously every article, every box score, everything, and made this beautiful, beautiful scrapbook for me.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, and then when I played junior college ball, same thing, did it all. And to this day, it is. I remember one night we were over at my house. My high school boys were over, and we were arguing about a game or something like that. And our son Kyle was like, "Well, Dad, don't you have a scrapbook upstairs somewhere?" And I said, "Yeah, go see if you can find it." He brought it down, and it was all right there. And for like an hour,
that is a touching gift.
It was really cool, and it reminds me of my dad all the time, which is awesome.
Is that the most loving thing you like? As far as
Well,
that's a loving project
for a guy that, although I know my dad loved me endlessly, but never showed it.
He's proud of you.
That was a cool thing. Yeah.
Mike in King of Prussia has been kind enough to hold on. Mike, do you have any Pez dispensers you can add to the collection?
I do not, but I can tell you why I don't like New York, and it stems from when the late 90s, early 2000s, Villanova was infested with nothing but North Jersey and New York people who thought they were Tony Soprano's son. And I was at Temple, and I was bartending, and I had to deal with a lot of those, and that just turned my ire. So now I hate Villanova and I hate New York.
So you do that. I mean, it's just Mike, there's some things we have in common that I really love about you. Those two things are pretty good. Because it's you can get that, though. You get personal experience can make you hate something.
Yeah, so that's why when Villanova won those championships, I was really annoyed by it. But I just felt like they were, like just a bunch of spoiled rich New Yorkers won a championship.
Well, I mean, it's the one thing is that I felt it was really, when Villanova won those, first of all, it's really hard because it's like that. We talked about it in a post-show meeting the other day. I can't fake that I like Villanova.
No.
Because I'm a Temple man. I can't fake it. I have a ton of respect for Jay Wright.
Sure.
I wish Jay Wright had somehow ended up on North Broad Street. It would be really great if you had a coach of that. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that it disappointed me the way people celebrated the Villanova championship like it was a Philadelphia title.
Well,
it's not.
It is.
It's a Villanova championship.
No, it's a.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, we're not doing this.
Yes, it is, though.
It's a Big Five program.
Guess what? I don't root for the Big. I root for Temple University.
Well, because you went there.
Okay.
I didn't. I root for the Big Five.
You might, but for people who really go to the schools, Temple people are not rooting for Villanova.
I'm not asking you to root for them,
but you said it's not a Philly thing.
It's a Philadelphia championship.
It's not. It's a Villanova championship.
No, it's a Philadelphia.
If Temple wins the NCAA title, it's not a Philly championship?
No, it's a Temple championship. I don't expect people on Route 30 on Lancaster Avenue.
I'm not saying you have to root for them.
It's not. Then it's not. It's not a shared event.
I didn't go to any.
If the Eagles win, it's a Philadelphia event. If the Sixers win, it's a Philadelphia event.
The Big Five is so unique.
Guess what?
That it's worth celebrating. Look, I'm not asking you, but for the general person.
Would you celebrate the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yes, it does.
The Big Five is so unique.
Rival? You don't root for a rival. It's ridiculous.
You're going. I agree that you don't have to root for Villanova. You went to Temple.
You
That's
shouldn't.
fine. But to say that Villanova, a Big Five school winning a championship, shouldn't be celebrated by Philadelphia.
No, it should be celebrated by the Villanova fans.
I'm a Philadelphian through and through that didn't go to one of the Big Five schools. If one of the Big Five schools wins an NCAA championship, I'm elated for them.
Well, that's different. You're not involved.
That's exactly my point.
Because but it's just bogarting on a.
But a large majority of people in this area didn't go to one of those 5 schools.
I
was the Jameer Nelson, Delonte West team. I remember being out in Adams Morgan, D.C., cheering for that team like it was my own team. Temple in the early 90s. I cheered for them. I have a floating allegiance with the Big Five.
Do you tape your ankles when you get up in the morning, or do you do it later in the day?
I think it's such a.
I'm just saying, it's funny. Is that it's just weird. It's like there's few things that we're starting to see things about each other that I learned that I go, okay, there where we found a big difference here. That is a complete foreign concept to me.
It's so unique. Like around the country, there's probably Big Five jealousy in some areas.
Gentleman saying here, JD goes, how can you not respect Jay Wright? Did you not just hear what I said? I absolutely.
Yeah, you respect
Jay
Jay
Wright
Wright.
is freaking awesome. I wish he was the Temple coach, but I'm not rooting for Jay Wright.
And Jay Wright's he grew up not far from where I grew up. So
Jay Wright is an amazing coach, amazing ambassador.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't root any joy or
maybe I'm in the minority. I root for the Big Five.
We're talking about two totally different things. You're right.
Okay.
And you're right. And I understand you don't want to root for anybody else. You went to Temple. Those are your rivals.
Right.
That's perfectly understandable.
But for Philly to take it as this is a Philly thing doesn't make sense to me.
If Temple wins a national championship and Philadelphia has a parade, is it, wait, you didn't go to Temple, get out. You didn't go to Temple, get out. No.
In 85, they had a Villanova parade in downtown Philly.
They did it in 2000?
In downtown.
Yeah.
The Villanova parade should go on at Villanova. The Temple parade should go on at Temple.
Yeah, that's okay, but you can't not allow Philadelphia people to celebrate.
I'm not saying you can't allow. I'm telling you, I don't understand it at all. I don't get the concept.
I think the Big Five pride in this town is very cool.
I'm split on this because I'm like you. I didn't go to Temple. Everyone knows that at this point. But I hate all Big Five teams except Temple. I'm a Temple fan. I'm not going to cheer for any other team because we're recruiting against them. But in the sense of the Philly thing, we don't exactly have a trophy case full of. That's stacked. So if
that makes it look more desperate to me.
I know, but I've accepted the fact that there are people like Jamie who's just going to pick and choose and bandwagon, and okay, well, this team's good now, so I'll cheer for them.
You're really bastardizing my respect for the Big Five.
That you call it whatever you want. I call it
bandwagon hopping.
When St. Joe's was good, you were there.
I call that absolute bandwagon. You like St. Joe's when St. Joe's is good. You don't give a damn about them when they're not. That's bandwagon hopping. That's the definition.
It's the Big Five.
But it's the definition of it.
They're all recruiting against each other.
And I don't give a damn because I didn't go to any of them. So I have a respect for the entity.
That's bandwagon
They're
hopping.
It is such a
definition of bandwagon
The Big Five
hopping.
is so freaking unique and so cool as a college basketball admirer that. Yes, I respect all of them. I like all of them. I pull for all of them.
Guess what?
I'm a fan of the Big Five.
I can respect. Yeah. I respect the hell out of Villanova's accomplishments.
Sure,
they've had 3 national titles.
But you went to Temple, so I get why.
I don't celebrate it.
I do.
And I don't celebrate it. I respect the hell out of it.
The Palestra, growing up.
Guess what? How about I'll go as far as saying I envy it. I envy.
Well, yeah,
it.
of course you do, because they're successful.
But I'm not going to celebrate it.
I'm not asking you to.
It's not a Philly thing. A Philly thing is Sixers, Flyers, Philly.
The Big Five
Eagles.
is Philly.
They share everything.
That's the statement right there. Big Five is a Philly thing.
Wow. Yeah, but you can't. I'm very surprised. I'm just surprised. It's just
if I was an alumni of one of the 5 schools, there's no chance I'm cheering for the other ones. But as somebody and a large majority of Philadelphia area didn't go to those.
Well, there's a lot of we already know there's a lot of bandwagon jumpers here.
It's the cathedral of college basketball in West Philadelphia.
We know there's a lot of bandwagon jumpers here. There's Cowboy fans here, and
it's not bandwagon.
A part of me gets what Jamie's saying. I think that's the definition of bandwagon. He doesn't agree.
It is the definition of bandwagon.
No, it's not.
Jumping on and off is the definition of bandwagon.
Not when it comes to the Big Five.
Yes, it is.
No.
Jumping on a bandwagon means you're a full-fledged in-on fan. Rooting for a Philadelphia team to do well, whether it's Villanova, St. Joe's,
I'm going to be cheering
Temple,
for Drexel.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, shout out to Drexel. Congratulations on making the tournament. Zach Spiker and your team, congratulations to them.
I will cheer for you.
Congratulations to Jay Wright also, one of 16 finalists for the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that was
very
announced
cool.
yesterday.
Very cool.
Awesome. So thumbs up to those guys.
That is great.
I root for both of those guys.
That is very good.
Okay.
I root for all of them. I hope all 6 make it.
All right,
congrats to Aaron McKay.
Jamie Lynch thinks this team's continuing to get better. He does. He really does.
He really
does. Frozen system there.
Yeah. Frozen. Yes. Go on. Let's go on with it. There you go.
There's a rumor out there that Andre Drummond is either going to be.
There's not a rumor out there. It's an NFL player.
Well, you didn't let me finish. There's a rumor he's going to be bought out.
Yes.
And he's going to have his choice of where he can go. It's not a secret in the NBA that people are ring chasing and heading to Brooklyn.
That's so terrible.
Blake Griffin started it. Andre Drummond. What happened yesterday was Allen Robinson, the really good receiver for the Chicago Bears, probably the number 2 free agent on the market out there this year.
I still can't believe.
He's really good. He's had some bad quarterbacks in his career. He went Blake Bortles to Mitch Trubisky, and he still performs. Okay. He put out the rumor yesterday, according to sources, source being me, Andre Drummond is going to head to the Nets. No, I don't think he just made that up out of nowhere. I don't think he also is, considering himself a real report. But I'd be surprised if Andre Drummond went anywhere but the Nets. And Brooklyn is gearing up. Holy hell. They are a super team of super teams. If they have the luxury of playing Blake Griffin off the bench as a stretch 4 and Drummond as a 5, look, Embiid still owns him when they play, but they're adding more talent to their roster. Holy hell, Brooklyn's getting scary if this happens.
Well, I mean, thank heavens that, the Sixers can make a call to Toronto.
Yeah.
And bring in the guy that gets them to the finals.
Get equally as scary.
No, they aren't. They're not equal. Here, revisit. If Andre Drummond joins, are you going to still spin to me?
If they get Kyle Lowry, they still have a chance.
You said equally as scary as what you just said.
Yes.
You are delusional. You are delusional. You're absolutely delusional.
I will give Brooklyn the nod ahead of them, but you're downplaying how scary the Sixers would be with Kyle Lowry.
They're already better. Then they had Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond.
Blake Griffin stinks.
They had Blake Griffin. I keep hearing that. Yeah, it's good. That pushed the acquisition of Blake Griffin in one day pushed them to being the NBA favorites to win the championship.
That's nonsensical.
Really?
Yes.
Those guys that build those big casinos, they
don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know what they're doing.
Bunch of fanboys.
So you add Griffin and Andre Drummond.
We'll see if Drummond happens. That's a good move.
A good move?
It's not like Andre Drummond. All right, he's solid. It's not like I'm not quaking in my boots over here about Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. But you can't deny they're getting better. They're getting stronger.
John is agreeing that they're getting better and stronger.
They're getting better and stronger.
I'm still not. Well, then the Sixers need to go get better and stronger.
But I'm baffled. I'm in a conundrum today.
Well, you are too, because you don't want the Sixers to go all in.
I don't want to. Guess what, though? I have.
Well, then you have no shot.
The argument that we had yesterday, I absolutely conceded spectacular points to Jamie and to yourself on the value placed on the late first-round draft picks. That it's obvious that we've got a GM here in Daryl Morey who really doesn't care about that. So I cede that point to you, that it's not that, really mortgaging the future type of thing. But if Andre Drummond goes to the Nets, I mean, are you just going to make a desperate move to do a desperate move?
Well, here's the scary thing is that the 3 big guys for the Nets are signed for this year and 2 more years. So this could be something that the Nets do every year. All right, go all in, boom, get rid of those guys. All in again, boom. So if you're the Sixers, do you try to match it? And tying in one of my subjects, the only thing that could be okay for the Sixers is that Joel Embiid, and you started to hit on this a little bit, absolutely owns DeAndre Jordan and Andre Drummond, the 2 centers for the Nets. I mean, owns them. So
he owns everybody in the league.
Yeah, that's true too. But those 2 in particular, real estate in Drummond's head, that's a good thing. However, the way of the NBA, if you're going to have an unbelievable advantage somewhere, is center really the place to do it?
I feel like we're already calling the game when we're in the first quarter, because the Sixers are going to make a move. It's just a matter of what they make. I can't react to every single basket that goes in by the Nets because the game's not over yet.
Okay, that is the truth.
Let's see what happens, trade deadline and whatnot.
Hey, Martin Law is the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. One of our followers here saying, I'm really enjoying the show that when the guys are starting to disagree more. Did we agree on...
I feel like I disagree with you a lot.
I think, Jamie, I think I swear to you, I think we disagree on 75%.
I would agree with that.
But no, it never gets like that.
No.
But I mean,
We're talking about sports.
But I think we disagree on 75% of stuff.
We disagree on a lot.
Jamie's fun to disagree with, though.
But I mean, the thing is, I always think it's fun to disagree.
Yeah, so do I. Why would everybody want to?
And it's not played out like, these people, it's all. It's not played out.
Not, but I mean, it's funny as the gentleman says here, because I'm enjoying this show more as they find stuff that they disagree on.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
So you get on it. And it's weird there literally is comment to comment on YouTube and even on social media, people going, I completely understand your point, John. And then another one going, you completely missed the point, John. It's like you get people just all over the place on this.
Sure.
We got a lot coming up in the final hour of the show. If you got a creepy Pez dispenser, we're looking for it. Coach might trade you. I want to be a commissioner. I know I could do a better job. It's the John Kincade Show, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic. I want to leave things to the pros as often as possible. I don't want to have to take care of my lawn. I'm going to have a lawn later this year, and I already knew that I'm going to need a lawn care service, so Mikey Miss and Anthony were telling me, look, it's Natural Lawn of America. Don't even give it a second thought, because Natural Lawn is going to provide me with a greener, weed-free lawn that will be safer for my family and pets, because they use exclusive organic-based lawn care products that have reduced the need for chemicals up to 85%. So when Nikki Foles is running around her new backyard, she's going to absolutely love it. So whether you got spotty areas of shade, thin areas, or stubborn weeds, Natural Lawn is going to have a custom approach to every single customer to give you that safer, greener, weed-free, envy of the neighborhood lawn. I want you to take advantage of this special offer like I did. Schedule Natural Lawn's full-service program and get free seeding every year. That's free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED, 800-FREESEED. Choose my lawn care company. Mike and Anthony told me to do it, and they say it's great. I believe them. Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
The John Kincade Show.
God, I am so sick of this crap.
Is this the show?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I know some of you have never bet on golf before, and that's why I want to tell you about the Under Par bonus on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino. FanDuel is hooking you up all weekend long during the Players' Championship, and best of all, new and existing users can cash in. Whether your golfer wins or loses, here's how it works. You'll get up to $5 in site credit for each stroke your golfer finishes the tournament under par. Spin the Under Par wheel to determine your bonus. All you have to do is bet $50 or more on the outright winner. Just be sure to get your bet in before the Players' Championship tees off on Thursday to be eligible. FanDuel Sportsbook's the official betting operator of the PGA Tour. That means there are even more ways for you to win all tournament long. Just do me one favor, sign up with promo code Natalie so they know that I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Natalie.
Must be 21 plus and present in NJ or PA. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus $50. Terms apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Brooke Burke, and I have a question for you. Do you ever consider just how important your feet are? They're quite literally the foundation of your body, and if you don't take care of them, you're asking for problems. That's why I wear Skechers' new Arch Fit shoes. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists to make a shoe that provides total foot and arch support. They used 20 years of data to design a podiatrist-certified insole that distributes you like a dream. Just try them on and you'll feel the instant difference. So if foot care is as important to you as it is to me, check out Skechers Arch Fit. They're podiatrist certified, they're comfortable, and they look great. Because when it comes to preserving my body, I know Skechers has my back. And my feet. Get the support you need with Skechers' new Arch Fit at a Skechers store near you, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p, unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, we have everything you need to take on that oil change. It's easier than you think. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Mobil 1 synthetic high-mileage motor oil and an STP extended life oil filter for just $32.99. And you can get it all fast, your way. Just order online with our free same-day store pickup or next-day delivery. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The thing about the Name Your Price tool from Progressive is that by now you've heard a lot of ads about the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. We probably don't even need the words, the Name Your Price tool, to tell you that our humpback whale pup gives you options based on your budget, or that our novelty hand buzzer helps you save on car insurance. And that's the thing about the tiny felt bag filled with marbles. At this point, you've heard a lot of ads about the elusive northern bobcat. The Name Your Price tool, the neighbor who baked you banana bread, only from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move. With the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
Businesses that run like clockwork establish routines they trust. That's why over 1 million companies rely on Cintas. We'll help you protect employees and customers with essential safety supplies, inspect your fire protection systems and devices, hygienically launder your uniforms, and keep you well-stocked with the leading hand sanitizers and disinfecting wipes. Learn how Cintas can help you open your doors with confidence.
Oh, I'm ready.
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Well, the install of your new Anderson 400 series windows is done. They look great. Piece of cake to install. I have them in my own home.
We love them, John.
Beautiful. They really last, so you won't be needing me to fix anything either. This is probably goodbye. Take care.
That was a tough goodbye. Worse than when the kids went to college.
I love our windows, but John was our contractor.
Anderson 400 series are the windows contractors trust most. Learn more at andersonwindows.com. 2020 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors. Visit andersonwindows.com for warranty details.
New Dunkin' Sweet Cold Foam is the perfect way to top the perfect cup of Dunkin' Cold Brew. Give a little lift to every sip with this velvety feeling that you can't top. Try a medium chocolate stout flavored cold brew with sweet cold foam, cold brew with sweet cold foam, or cold brew for $3. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary.
Let me tell you about the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. I'm hoping that you are getting involved in it because there's conference tournament action going on all day today. How about Syracuse and NC State? Penn State hosting Nebraska. They care about basketball now at Penn State. That's cute. Hey, how about the Big East tournament? You got Connecticut, you got Nova, even with all the injuries. Who's going to win the SEC tournament? You see, with college hoops games going on all day long, it's a great time to get involved because you can bet college hoops futures, too. So if you already think you know who's going to win the national championship, if you're a Gonzaga fan, maybe you can make that wager now on the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. It's my choice for my online casino and for my sportsbook app, and new customers can make their first bet risk-free up to $500. Go to parxcasino.com/PA to get all the details. It's more fun, and with the live in-game wagering, it gets more exciting by the minute. So here's what I'd like you to do. Download that Parx Casino Sportsbook app today.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are reinventing what sports talk radio can be. Whether we improve it remains to be seen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Okay, I hope that it's weird. I'm smelling something.
Maybe it's your upper lip.
That's what. I used to hear that one too. Used to hear that too.
Funky ass smell.
I'm smelling something, and none of you guys smell.
My nose sucks. Well, no. Jamie and I went out to get coffee, and we came back, and you were accusatory of a crop dusting incident.
Because it just is.
And that was not the case with either one of us.
Well, Coach does not do that.
Coach came in here.
Coach does not do that.
If you say the four-letter word of fart, Coach is running for the hills.
He collects pest dispensers.
You are
but he
a
smelly
pirate
hooker. Hey, the 9 o'clock hour is brought to you by The Bagster. It's a dumpster and a bag. What a great idea. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to bagster.com. It's just weird, though. It's like I can't lose I'm smelling.
No?
Yeah, it's like a.
Sometimes that's not a good thing.
I only smell my coffee right now.
Well, it's like in The Sopranos when somebody went down. Well, they say that you have a bad smell, and hopefully, God, you have a bad smell sometimes, like before you have a major health incident, like a stroke.
Oh, jeez, Bob, why would you even say that?
Well, apparently it's you smell burnt toast.
Yes,
so you smell the Eagles secondary.
What's it?
Very good. Smells like somebody busted.
Really?
Busted the cheese.
Does you have fresh socks on?
Yes, and I had a nice Bradford whitewater heater shower this morning.
There's nothing worse than like being surrounded by smell and you can't figure it out. You figure out it's you.
No, there's nothing like that going on. By the way,
I don't know.
Nothing going on there. So as we start the 9 o'clock hour, I'm not saying I would be the best commissioner that pro sports has ever seen, but without a doubt, I am telling you that I know I could do a far better job than the guys that are currently holding the jobs in the 4 largest professional sports. I'm definitely more organized and efficient than the guys that are leading the sports. And I think of what we have now. We got an NHL commissioner who raised the value of franchises since he's taken over, but he's made his sport virtually invisible to mainstream sports talk radio and news networks all around the country. We have an NFL commissioner that is so unlikable, it's the only thing that every opposing fan base can agree on. We're a month from NFL schedule release, and we still do not know for sure whether it will be a 16 or 17 game season. We got an NBA commissioner, who I think is the best of the foursome right now, who put the 76ers' chances to win a championship in jeopardy, holding an unnecessary cash grab all-star game as we attempt to bury a pandemic. And then we get to the boob, Rob Manfred, who still doesn't know if his league will have the universal DH.
It's so dumb.
How can pro sports leagues be so poorly run? And I swear to you, I never remember a time in professional sports history when it was like this. And please, don't blame it on COVID. There's something wrong. And I don't understand it. That's where we begin the 9 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach Eric Camille, and a strange smell. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I got to tell you, I don't understand. Baseball starts 3 weeks from tomorrow.
How is this possible?
3 weeks from tomorrow, Jamie, we don't know. We don't know what the rules are going to be.
Party.
We don't know what the rules are for the season.
It happens in all phases of work and life where things inexplicably take longer than they should. And it always has irritated me, whether it's in the court system, the government, it's like people make things longer than they need to be a lot in this world. And for baseball to not even know if this season is going to have a DH is an utter joke. What are you waiting for? What data do you need? What do you need to be presented? What governing body do you have to pass this through? What the hell are you even talking about? Just implement it or don't and stop. It's so dumb.
Now, it's all because of the Players Association is what they will blame it on.
Yeah.
Because the Players Association and the owners, and I've already told you, scheduled December 1st. I already know what our show is. December 1st.
The start of the death of baseball.
The baseball owners are going to lock down the sport. They're going to lock out the players. There will be no strike. There's going to be a lockout. And the baseball owners are going to shut down their sport until they get a salary cap. And I promise you, they're going to shut that sport down, and they are going to hunker down because they know that the haves and the have-nots in baseball will split. They know they'll split. They know they won't be unified. So right now, though, they can't even agree on the rules. Baseball opening day is 3 weeks from tomorrow.
It's a joke.
Bob, it's crazy.
It lends to one of my biggest pet peeves in life. And this happens as you get older. People do this. I can't believe it's Christmas already. I can't believe spring is right around.
Really?
Every day has 24 hours. Every minute has 60 seconds. Every month has, 30 days. Whatever. That's not
Except
good.
for leap years.
Every year has 12 months, I should say. Like, why do these things surprise you as far as timing goes? Your season starts pretty much April 1st every year. You should have these things in place by now. Manfred, I will agree with you on. I don't know if I can agree that you should step in, but someone else should step in and would be better than Manfred.
I'm picking somebody smart, calculating, very planned.
It's an honor that you nominate me, John.
Yeah.
I promise I would do a spectacular job.
You can make that promise. I hear you.
That's not true.
I think it's a little bit harder than we all can imagine. But Rod Manfred has done from the Houstons, the things, to this, to so many other things in baseball. He's just
he's
in a big
putting
slump.
runners on second base,
He's
having
in a big
7-inning
slump.
doubleheaders, literally just taking the record book and saying, well, there are new rules. We're just throwing everything out. And this is where this guy is.
I think I don't like Gary Bettman, you know that, but he's up the value of franchises and he works for the owner, so they'll keep him. Rob Manfred's the first commissioner I can remember that I don't think he makes it to retirement. I think that they don't renew his contract.
You think they'll get him out of there?
Yeah, because he's so inept, and he's done a disservice to the game by bringing so much negative publicity. And then this is yet another one. We don't even know the rules.
I mean,
it's amazing.
3 weeks out. 3 weeks out. How can this?
Amazing.
This is so bad.
It's a joke.
It's really bad.
I mean, it's not like this is like a minor tweaking of a rule. This is a major rule change to the game.
It is.
What the hell are you doing?
And look, I think spring training, and this was a subject I was going to bring up some other time. Spring training, really, you need 30 days, 45 games to like figure out. I always thought spring training was kind of crazy that way. But if you've
done it or haven't done it?
I haven't done spring training.
Okay, we will absolutely do it.
I want to go down there.
We will put that on the list, and I will tell you this, it is a freaking country club.
Yes. Well, that
compared to NFL, you go to an NFL training camp, you feel sorry for the guys.
Right. But if you really believe, if you're the baseball commissioner, that spring training is a necessary item to have it for 30-plus days and 45 games to get the players truly ready, well, then why the hell do you not have a rule in place in order for them to get ready for the season?
It's absurd to me.
It makes zero sense. How teams don't even know whether to plan for the DH. Like, how do you build a roster?
Yeah.
Okay, like Edwin Encarnacion right now is unsigned.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be unsigned, but he is because teams don't know whether they're going to have a universal DH. And if you do, the market for him is going to be up. But right now, he's sitting there twiddling his thumbs, waiting to find out if they have universal. And it's the owners and the Players Association not wanting to give an inch in this pissing contest.
Well, I know that the general manager of the Albuquerque Braves, when they signed Marcell Ozuna, they did it knowing, well, the next collective bargaining agreement, we believe there will be a universal DH.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know if there'll be one this year.
Yeah.
So he'll have to play left field if that's the case. So
That's
it's like
crazy.
They don't even know the rules when they're signing players.
That's crazy.
It is. It's ridiculous. and it's
How is this allowed? Where are the owners? Because if I'm an owner,
there's no cooperation with the Players Association either.
But isn't this
That's
good
just
for
one
the
thing.
Players Association if Edwin Encarnacion is
What was that?
Excuse me, I'm
Just call him Edwin.
Edwin.
Just call him
My old
Edwin
Eddie.
E.
Yeah, Edwin Encarnacion.
Encarnacion.
A guy like that is a perfect example. Like if there's an universal DH, if I'm his agent, you're costing me money.
Correct.
Like, he could get top market DH money from 16 or 18 teams, whatever it is.
Right.
The hell are we doing here? This is good for my players.
I can't fathom the understanding of how a professional sports league does not have rules 3 weeks out.
Yeah, it's insane.
To me, that is so poorly run. You wouldn't find a local fast food joint.
Especially for for a sport, like I said, that thinks it's really a requirement to spend 45 days in Florida. Like, come on. You really need to be in Florida for 45 days to get ready for a season? How about if pitchers, I don't know, you throw on the side during the winter and you get yourself ready? Every other team takes a week or two of training camp and boom, you're ready to go.
There's nothing more odd than Major League Baseball. Idiosyncrasies, the little, players have to have it exactly a certain way. I mean, it's craziness.
Oh, the traditions.
Oh my
drive
gosh.
me nuts.
It is craziness.
And I don't like spring training either. It's like, pitchers and catchers report. Like after every Eagles season that ends, you get some jagaloon who puts, pitchers and catchers report. I don't care because it doesn't matter. It's practice. It's too long.
Practice. You talking about practice?
The game.
Hey, coming up this Friday, we're doing a special event for you here on the John Kincade Show. We're having a watch party on our YouTube channel. So it's in honor of Daylight Savings Weekend, which thank heavens is getting here because I'm tired of becoming it gets dark at 6 o'clock. So we're moving the clocks forward an hour. Everybody who watches our YouTube channel this Friday is going to have a chance to win an Invicta Eagles watch valued at over $500. That's like one of Coach's Pez dispenser collections. We will set the watch hands to a specific time before the show and place the watch in a box. Everyone who watches on YouTube that day can submit one guess as to what time the watch is set for. If you go in and delete your comment, by the way, because I thought about this yesterday, to take a second guess, if you have a deleted comment on Friday, you're out. Done. So you get one chance.
Yeah, we got this covered.
The person who comes closest to the time that the watch will be set to will win the watch. It's a beautiful Eagles watch from our friends at Invicta. It is beautiful, and you're going to have your chance to win it this Friday. So here's the deal. If you never, ever watch on YouTube, Friday is your chance to log in and make sure you have a chance to see what the YouTube channel's all about. You got to log in during the show. We will start taking your guesses and pick one time. It's going to be between midnight and 12 lunchtime. So there it is. You got to 11:59. Just put it down. You'll put it down on Friday. Your first entry is one. If you delete a comment, you are out. That will be the rules. So you can't have a second guess at, I want to change. I saw what somebody else guessed, whatever. Someone will win that watch on Friday. It's our watch party, so check out our YouTube channel, 97.5 The Fanatic. Go on and check it out. We'll look forward to giving somebody a beautiful prize. Now, gentlemen are saying, JD goes, well, we got like 200 people on right now. We're going to have like 2,000 on Friday. The idea is, if you've never gone to the YouTube channel, check it out, place your entry, and see what it's all about. And then you can just bookmark it, come back to it every day, and see what's going on at the John Kincade Show.
Pretty good.
And our YouTube channel for 97.5 The Fanatic. Now, Cuz is doing YouTube now, right? They've been doing YouTube too, which is great, which is fun too. So check it on out. And you will see the fine work of Mike. Mike is not a DJ, but Mike is a maestro. He's got some great graphics going up.
Yeah,
now.
really
Pat,
Mike.
The Pat's Takes graphic.
Yeah.
I hope you grabbed it, because that is fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about that Mike guy, but
how about a T-shirt?
When that went up, it looked good.
How about a T-shirt? The Pat's Takes T-shirt.
Oh, I'm all in.
That. So we get on that. That comes up on Friday, so make sure that you are a part of our watch party. In Cooney's Corner, we need a feel-good story.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
You get a few weeks into spring training and you get, about 10 games under your belt. And look, I was in the business for a long time. You get the feel-good story. All right, that hits the paper, hits the website of, hey, such and such, check them out. Came in, better shape, this, that, the other, whatever it may be. And look, sometimes it plays out. Other times it's just the feel-good story that you have to write. But I don't see one with the Phillies so far after 10 games, after 2 or 3 weeks down there.
Well,
like
there's
what?
Scott Kinger.
Yeah.
Well, they've broadcast like 2 games on
There's
TV. So I saw. No, I have it for you.
Like Mickey Moniak.
Yeah, that's
probably it right now.
But what's a better feel-good story than potentially your number one overall pick?
You mean finally being
looking like he's coming into form? I mean, to me, that makes me feel good.
Wasn't he the Ian Anderson draft?
Yes. Anderson went 4th and Moniak was first. 5th?
No, he went 3rd.
3rd, okay.
Ian Anderson's a stud.
Yeah, he pitched in the playoffs last year.
He's a stud.
Yeah, so that, but Mickey is what, 22?
So he's 22 years old.
He's 5 for 9. He's
filled out.
He's got a couple home runs. Yeah,
Girardi was kind of raving about him a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that's your feel-good story. There's no question.
That's all you got.
That's your feel-good story.
Okay.
And it's of a guy that you probably don't think is even going to...
He might
really in the
He
center?
might have a shot.
So
Guess what?
the feel-good story is a guy that has a shot of
you're
making the team.
And you have nobody to be your center fielder, and Mickey Moniak is a maybe can do it at this point.
I mean, he's probably going to be in the minors just so he can get more reps and at bats. Because if he was up here, it's not like he's going to steal the starting job. So he'd be a bench player, and then you're neglecting his batter's box. And
I guess at this time
there's not
it's
much. To
early.
your point,
yeah, it was like okay. Such and such looks like Gene Segura is hitting the crap out of the ball and looks good. Like I know it's early.
I wish it was Rhys Hoskins.
Veteran guys. Rhys Hoskins. Totally different look at the plate. Spencer Howard, Nolan Ryan, Zach Wheeler. These guys they came in looking good. Now it's early, yes, but it just kind of concerns me. Just a concern that there's really no besides Mickey Moniak, and that's a guy that you don't know if it's even going to make the team. There's no feel-good story here yet.
If Mickey Moniak doesn't make the team, considering where the Phillies are in center field, I mean, at that point, my gosh.
He's 22.
Yeah, but you see 19 and 20-year-olds in baseball.
I get it. Yes, I'm dead serious. He's 22 years old, yes.
In today's day and age, you're talking about 22.
In today's day and age, this is going to surprise you.
Juan Soto was a damn near MVP at 22.
At 22 years old, it's going to shock you. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time.
They have to grow into their body.
Pick? But it was number 1 pick in a year that didn't have a consensus number 1 pick. They drafted him number 1 overall for signability issues so they could draft Kevin Gowdy in the second round.
So they picked the wrong guy.
No, they picked the more affordable guy, but he had talent. He's 22 years old, and we've decided that he can't play.
Nobody's decided.
Really?
That.
Because I listened...
Pat, at 22 years old...
I listened to this station, and people have decided that he can't play because... He's the number 1 overall pick, and he hasn't made the team yet.
I can't answer for everybody else. Nobody has decided that here on this show, that he can't play.
But you're saying if he doesn't make the team.
He should be on the team at 22.
I don't necessarily think he will, because I don't think he's going to be starting, so you might as well get him down in AAA to get consistent at bats.
Can we look at the other teams in the division? and how many guys they've had contributing for major contributions before their 22nd birthday.
I'm not looking at the individual, okay, well, this guy did it, because I could point to many guys who didn't. Many guys were drafted out of college. Like, if Mickey Moniak went to college, we wouldn't even be having this conversation because he would have been drafted last year. Like, Ryan Howard came up when he was 25 years old.
I got you.
But there's been
happens.
There's a new trend in baseball now where you don't need to be that.
Yeah, it's more prevalent now, but I'm not, because he's 22 years old, I'm not being like, oh, okay, well, I mean,
I'm not either. But
like, I'm telling you,
it's not an excuse anymore
I
either.
listen to it and I hear it, and it sounds like everyone's going, well, I mean, he's not on the team yet, so
Number one picks in the draft should not take this long.
It'd take 4 years to fill out?
Your number one pick in the draft should not take that long.
I disagree. I think it happens more than you think with top picks. I think the number 2 pick in the draft that year was Nick Senzel, and I don't think he's up.
No, I mean, but you're going, this is a organization. By the way, Ian Anderson would be your opening day starter here.
Okay, you're using one example of Ian Anderson when I could use plenty of examples of guys that took a little bit.
But, Pat, I'll use under 22-year-olds that are contributing in baseball and have already been in MVP conversations.
Yeah, there's the Juan Soto's and there's the Vlad Guerrero Juniors, but
there's the Ozzie
Ronald
Albies, there's Ronald Acuñas.
Okay, name 15 of them.
Guess what? We just named 5.
No, you named 5, but I'm asking name 50 because
you just said Nick Senzel.
5 is a minor blip. That's that the percentage is small.
Nick Senzel's already had 500 major league at bats.
Okay, Mickey Moniak's had some at bats. I mean, has he had a full season? Nick Senzel's had 500 at bats and Adam Hazley's had 300.
Mickey Moniak
he can't play.
All right, to go on Pat's side, kind of here is he hasn't even played AAA ball yet.
Yeah, that's what's
part of the problem.
I know. I hear you. Like, so if I'm gonna play mediator here between the two or among you guys, I would say I'll give him this year in AAA before I cast him as a bust.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
I'm not but you can also be disappointed that he's not ready to go in 2021.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, and I came in last year thinking, okay, that's a make or break year, but they didn't have a minor league system, so it really killed him. Like, I needed to see something last year from him, but you weren't able to.
Chris Miller says you're the president of the Mickey Moniak fan club.
I am. I'm going to get a Mickey Moniak jersey now because you guys are ganging up on me.
No, I'm just saying is that
nobody's ganging up.
It's
no, you
ganged up.
So if Hazley and Moniak are going against each other for that center field position, who
what
are you rooting
do?
for, Pat?
Sophie's
choice. That only gets kids.
That would be hard.
My children.
That'd be very difficult. Now, and what about Carter Wentz? I mean, I'm sorry, Carson Hart. Are you
don't know what you're talking about.
Is that mountain still being died
Just
on?
cashing my check from last night's game.
Save up to 50% on almost everything right now at Mattress Warehouse. Plus, get 0% interest financing for 60 months and free delivery on all orders over $7.99. SleepHappens.com. It's a new day. This isn't the Ryan Howard baseball.
No,
where
that
guys
was
wait
dumb.
Guys wait till you get. He's 25. He's whatever. He's 26. That's not baseball today.
No, Ronald Acuña Jr. is 23 years old.
Juan Soto's what?
20?
21? 21?
I mean, Tatis Jr. already signed a contract, and he's what?
20. Seriously, I mean, it's a
new
scary.
22 for Juan Soto. And by the way, they took Jalen Ortiz with more money than Juan Soto that year. So once again, it goes back to the Phillies' issues of not being able to identify talent.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it really is. It's bereft. It's bereft of talent.
Let's hope Dave Dombrowski can change it.
I do believe he can.
I hope.
I do believe he can.
I don't know because the Phillies hired him, so he's got stink on him.
No, because to me, I think he's done
horrible.
He's done a fantastic. I think he's done.
He had a good offseason.
He has so many good marks on his resume.
He's got to fix the farm system.
I'm going to believe it.
Has to. There's nothing more important.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt based on the resume. And plus, as we say, and Jamie, it's one of the things we do bond on. The Phillies annoyed the hell out of me.
Oh God,
yeah, the two of you
and
get red-faced.
I love the Phillies. It's because I love it. It's because it's on every night in my apartment. My neighbors will hear dun, 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 dun. They play those jingles, by the way. NBC Sports Philadelphia. I know you love your jingles, but you only have like one of them. You have one for hockey. You have one for this,
jingle.
and you just keep playing it over and over again. It just is. It's mesmerizing. Plus the ads. We got to get a commercial on it.
We got to get you to turn the sound down while you're watching.
No, I try to sync up.
Right.
The Alexa, and it's really hard. It's really hard to do.
All right, we're going to get that to
Syncing it
work.
up. We got to be able to do this. Somebody who can help me with that would be great. All right, we have your opportunity to see that the Eagles may be in bigger trouble than we thought, and it may have nothing to do with them. Plus, when did the Flyers story get so negative? It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, and you know what I got to tell you about right now? I got to tell you about FanDuel Sportsbook because I know some of you never bet on golf before. That's why I want to tell you about the under par bonus on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino. FanDuel's hooking you up all weekend long during the Players' Championship. And best of all, new and existing users can cash in, whether your golfer wins or loses. Here's how it works. You'll get up to $5 inside credit for each stroke your golfer finishes the tournament under par. Spin the under par wheel to determine your bonus. All you have to do is bet $50 or more on the outright winner. Just be sure to get your bet in before the Players' Championship tees off on Thursday to be eligible. Now, here's an intriguing name for you. Jordan Spieth has played really, really well in like the past 3 or 4 tournaments. He starts to falter when it gets to Sunday. Sunday hasn't been his best day, but his other 3 days are really good. Might be a guy you want to take a look at the Players' Championship. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official betting operator of the PGA Tour. That means there are even more ways for you to win all tournament long. Just do me one favor. Sign up with promo code Bob so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus $50. Terms apply. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Talking sense into people isn't really my thing. In fact, I'm better at the opposite.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, it's Tyrone, and I'm here again with Dr. Avidan Appel from Iron Mountain Men's Health.
Hi, Tyrone.
So spring is right around the corner, and I know some of our listeners are really getting up for the change of season. And some of them, well...
aren't getting up as much?
Exactly.
At Iron Mountain Men's Health, we can help.
Tell me more.
Guys, does any of this sound familiar? Decreased libido, decreased strength and endurance? Have you tried other low T and erectile dysfunction treatments and they haven't worked the way you wanted and hoped? We specialize in the treatments of low testosterone and erectile dysfunction, and we customize treatment plans based on each person's health and needs.
Thanks, Dr. Appel. Guys, I encourage you to contact Dr. Appel and get your custom treatment plan today. Enjoy this spring and summer. Get started at IronMountainMen'sHealth.com. That's IronMountainMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, it's John Kincade from my friends at Window Nation. That recent blast of winter, well, it's not being well received. Not in your cold, drafty house. This is the time that you need to be taking advantage of the virtual home show extravaganza that's going on right now with Window Nation. You get 2 free windows with every 2 that you buy, and there's absolutely no limit. Plus, you're making no down payment. There's no payments, and there's no interest for 24 months. So imagine warmth, security, cuddliness in your home during 2021, and you're not paying for it till 2023. Over 1 million windows installed with an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating and over 10,000 online positive reviews. If that's not enough for you, just think about your wife and kids feeling a little more comfy and cozy in your own home and not paying for it for 2 years. So beat the spring rush. Call today, 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com. That's 866-90-NATION, or do your window shopping online at windownation.com. Tell them Kincade sent you.
Progressive Motorcycle presents Road Wisdom from the Motor.
In life, there is no stopping. But if you do, make sure no one is behind you.
All clear. Progressive Motorcycle also presents basic policies starting at $79 a year. Progressive Motorcycle, for those who were born to ride. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy is not available in all states.
O'Reilly. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get up to a $15 gift card after mail-in rebate when you purchase select Superstart batteries. With the power and capacity your vehicle demands, Superstart batteries are designed for lasting performance and consistent starts. Turn the key with confidence with Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Here's the good news. Even with high unemployment, there's still a need for hundreds of thousands of cybersecurity professionals in the U.S. right now. And My Computer Career is training people to help meet the demand. No IT experience? No problem. Take the free career evaluation today at mycomputercareer.edu. Start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. Grants covering up to 53% of the cost are available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
What is Is TV's biggest night of guessing games? There's only one answer. Fox Wednesday. First, The Masked Singer returns with a new season that will totally change the game.
How many people are in this costume? 2? 12?
Then, can you guess someone's talent before you see them perform?
Scorpion Wrangler.
Fire thrower.
Lock it in. It's the spectacular premiere of Game of Talents, hosted by Wayne Brady.
Show us your talent.
Right after The Masked Singer season premiere. Fox tonight.
To show you how easy it is to file a claim with Geico, we hired sports commentator Dick Vitale.
Tonight's matchup is me versus an ugly fender bender. If I can eke out a win, it would be a miracle, baby.
Mr. Vitale, it wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
It's going to be a nail biter.
Nope. The Geico team is there for you 24/7.
Now that's a dipsy-do dunkaroo of a claims team. Geico is awesome, baby, with a capital A.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
Today, pros have to do whatever it takes. The Home Depot is here to make that easier. We've got the products you know and trust on our app, delivery options to get what you need exactly where you need it, and a delivery tracker that keeps you up to date on the status of your order, so you can keep doing what you do best, whatever it takes to get the job done. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Fanatic fan favorites.
Donating blood saves lives. But did you know that donating plasma saves lives too? Plasma is used to treat life-threatening illnesses, including COVID. Plasma donors are needed immediately. But when you donate plasma at a local CSL Plasma Donation Center, you can earn up to $700 a month for doing a good deed. Download the CSL Plasma app or go to cslplasma.com to find a donation center near you.
Fanatic fan favorites on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, it's John Kincade, and I know you love to chill out and watch your Netflix. And I also know that you love your phone, and you never put down your phone. That's why you need to be a T-Mobile customer. And if you're 55 and up, have I got a plan for you. It's called Magenta Unlimited 55, and it includes Netflix for free. And it also includes 2 lines of unlimited data for just $70 a month. So get this, it's $70 a month, not $70 plus fees. It's $70 a month, flat. 2 lines, unlimited data, and they're throwing in Netflix every single month. So, you've got the total connectivity of being a T-Mobile customer. You're always on your phone. You need your phone. And with T-Mobile's network, you're constantly going to have great reception wherever you are. And if you're 55 and up, all you have to do is visit T-Mobile.com/55, and you can get in on the Magenta plan. It's awesome. Magenta Unlimited 55. 2 lines of unlimited data, $70 a month flat. And they're throwing in Netflix. Tell them John Kincade sent you in. This is with AutoPay. Sales tax and regulatory fees are included in the rate plan price, keeping it steady. It's unlimited on T-Mobile's network. Customers using over 100 gigs a month may notice reduced speeds during congestion due to data prioritization. Video typically 480p. Receive Netflix standard with 2 lines.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Yes, I'm a seasoned broadcaster, but I've also got a fine head of hair.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I'm not having a stroke, Bob. I solved it.
Well, that's good.
I walked back in from the other room. It's the chair.
Something might have gotten spilled on there yesterday.
You got a cucumber in your rectum? Loosen up.
That's Mike's special chair, man.
I don't know, man.
Just had some dry heaves.
Maybe he's a little gassy yesterday. I don't know.
I mean, seriously, I walked to the bathroom, washed my hands and everything. I'm going, okay, I don't smell it. I don't smell it. I walked back in the room. I don't smell it. I walked over to the chair and pushed the chair, and it hit me. It was on the chair.
Jeez.
Mike was talking about making some very beef ragu dish the other day.
I love a ragu.
Oh, God.
So I'm just saying, I'm hoping it's not true. I'm hoping I'm not.
Yeah, that's.
You might be smelling the 2-day-old beef ragu.
Well, I could go for a nice bolognese. I haven't had in a while.
Mike described something yesterday
It's grilled.
on the
grilling
Mike
week,
Missinelli show. He described something yesterday that sounded so amazing that it was unbelievable.
What was it?
It was like a beef ragu with short rib or something in it.
Oh. Anything with short rib.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm good.
It was amazing. Tyler Zulli, by the way, will be in because he'll be in later on. I saw Tyler earlier. Tyler's got the cardigan on with the athletic shorts. So there's the look of it right there. He's got the cardigan pullover.
Yeah, let me get a picture of that.
He looks like
more of a hoodie.
He looks like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's a hoodie.
That's a cardigan.
No.
It's a hoodie, but it is a cardigan.
Look, I don't
Come on,
want to
Bob,
be
just
mean.
say it. Bob, just say it.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look.
It's the hoodie look. I like the hoodie a lot,
No,
though.
it's a cardigan.
Yeah,
He
but
looks
you
like
got
It's not a cardigan.
You got the
Well,
high
it sounds like we
black
need a poll.
socks.
Wait a minute. It is a cardigan. It just happens to have a hood on it. It is a cardigan with a hood. He's wearing the cardigan.
A cardigan is a sweater,
Yes,
though.
he's wearing that. It's a cardigan sweater with a hood on it.
All right, ready?
Look,
Here's the description of
Tyler's taking the picture.
Here's the description of cardigan. Common cardigans have buttons, garments that are tied instead considered a robe. It needs a button.
We will look at that.
That's a hoodie.
We will
You're
let
crazy.
people see it. It is a hoodie.
Let's go to the poll,
no
man.
No one's arguing. It's a hoodie. It's a cardigan.
You two can't even argue over a hoodie.
It's from the Taylor Swift
Or agree on a
collection.
hoodie. I like that hoodie, actually.
It looks like Taylor Swift's closet with those
that's a
cardigans.
hoodie.
in it.
That's not a cardigan.
That is a cardigan. And the athletic shorts.
That's not. Yeah, I agree.
The
It's
high
not
black socks, I'm not a fan.
It's
And
not
the
a great
high black
look.
socks too.
It's not a great look.
Yeah.
That's an engaged man wearing that outfit right there.
It's a camp counselor.
He
so
doesn't-
what? So he's engaged. So now he's given up on being attracted to women.
Isn't that why you get married?
I don't know what that deal is.
It's not.
It's a terrible look.
It's not my kind of look, I should say. I'm not going to say it's
It's
a
not a
bad
great look. I like the hoodie though individually.
I swear to you, this place, it's like I go to work at the YMCA.
You just lost your invitation to Sully's wedding.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's gym shorts, and I'm hearing that there's a flip-flop thing goes on in the summer, and I'm like, not at work. I'm like, not at
It's almost. Oh yeah.
Not at
You
work.
are kidding me.
It's almost flip flop season,
We're not
John.
kidding
Curing cancer here.
This is unbelievable, though.
I can't believe you think that's a
So
cardigan.
you know my one fashion rule that I have,
What's that?
which there aren't many.
No,
as
you do
can
not
tell.
have many. But you are always put together.
I don't. Yes, look. You can look nice and still be wearing
Yes,
sweat clothes
absolutely.
and stuff like that. But my rule is that I only wear shorts between May 1st and October 1st.
Okay, that's not a bad rule.
Okay,
I don't think that's a
All right.
bad rule.
That
I mean, I
includes
don't-
work, though.
I don't think that's a bad rule. We're putting the photos out there so you can go see Tyler Zulli
and his hoodie.
in his cardigan and,
That's not a cardigan.
and his long pulled up socks.
It's a. You know what it is? It's a quilt cut hoodie.
It's
It's not a cardigan.
It's Tyler saying I've given up on being attractive to women.
It's not.
I've given. It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
I love Tyler.
And I love Tyler too. He's a great kid. Now I'm glad that he's found a woman because he wouldn't find one dressing like that.
Oh, he outkicked his
Wow.
coverage too.
I mean, seriously. Maybe he's got a special.
Wait, he's got
talent.
Adidas shorts with I can't tell what kind of sneakers they are.
Nike. He's
Are
got
they
Nike
Nikes?
socks.
He's got Nike socks, Adidas shorts, and I can't. They might be Bobo sneakers.
No. I can see the sneakers.
Can you?
They are.
Oh, they're Adidas.
They're Adidas.
Yes.
He's got the Adidas sneakers, the Nike thing. So I'm saying he's mixing up his brand.
The kid does not get paid enough to be roasted by you
And,
three jagaloons.
by the way, too,
I'm supporting.
By the way, too, is he Raul Ibanez? What's he got? The sunglasses on top of the baseball cap inside?
Oh, I do that. Not inside. I don't.
Well,
think.
he plays baseball.
He's a seam head.
No. He's not playing baseball in the doors of this building.
You don't know that.
I'm telling you this. I'm finding you guys much more fascinating as I've started to get annoyed by you. I really do. I find it much more.
You're annoyingly fascinating.
Much more engaging. There was a great one. I retweeted a picture too from Old City, Philly. He sends a picture and he says, "I swear this is John Kincade as a kid." The kid in the bouncy house. And I will literally send Old School Philly back a picture. It really he may be onto something. He may absolutely be onto something. In the linchpin, let's just say there is good news for you as a person that may not be good news for your employer.
This is the linchpin.
Let me preface this by saying I think Dak Prescott is a good quarterback.
Okay.
Do I think he's a great quarterback? No.
Give me a top. What do you have him in?
I have him right inside the top 10. And
wow.
I kind of have him in that 8 to 10 range.
Okay.
Maybe he could, eclipse but by no way a top 5 quarterback.
Okay, still though, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm giving him his respect.
Praise,
yeah. His contract though, it's great for the Prescott family. Hot damn. $75 million this year. For the first 2 years of his contract, he's going to outgross Patrick Mahomes.
Great for the France family, too, his agent.
Yes. Todd France, very happy man today. Because he gets what? Probably 3.5. 4?
4, I think. 4.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a second contract, so it's probably 4.
Jeez.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and look, there's a reason why the Cowboys did it this way. He's going to be a free agent by the time the salary cap, most people think, is going to skyrocket up. And he's only $22.5 million against their cap this year, even though he's collecting $75 million.
That's amazing.
95 fully guaranteed, 126 of total guarantees, and the potential out after 2023 when he's 31 years old. Really?
God.
Like, I was just thinking about this. If he's a free agent and performs well for the next 3-4 years and is able to sign another contract after that when the salary cap goes up, he has a chance to be the highest grossing NFL player ever by like 2030.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And is he just right place, right time, right circumstance, right team?
He bet on himself.
He did.
Or is this all him?
Or are him and his agent just kudos, hats off? You guys crushed it.
That's where I'm going.
I can tell you that Todd is an excellent agent, real good dude. And Todd said that flat out that this was Dak betting on himself.
What a gamble! Because he had only made.
Joe Flacco did it. Remember?
Yeah,
and he won the Super Bowl.
He got
$126
million, I think.
But I mean, this is dwarfed now by this.
This is crazy to me for a good quarterback to get paid potentially like the greatest ever. Wow.
Quarterbacks have always been paid next up, though, right? They've always been paid what? Whoever's next up.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Is the one that.
It's not the best. It's next up.
It's always next up.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan was the highest paid quarterback at one time.
Matt Ryan as a rookie made more money than Tom Brady was as a Super Bowl champion.
Sam Bradford did too.
Yeah, and that's when they changed the rookie wage scale.
Right. Sam Bradford was the last one, right? I believe Sam Bradford was the last one.
Yeah. If you were Jerry Jones, would you have second thoughts about doing this?
Absolutely not for a second.
Not for a second?
Not for 1 second.
Bob? Knowing that you're probably overpaying based on where he falls in line of great quarterbacks in the league.
Well, yeah, but then this time next year he'll be like 5th or 6th and it'll look like a good No, I don't. I think I'm okay with it.
We will not talk about this contract in a year and a half. We will be talking about it different because there's going to be the new salary cap. And we know for 23, it's going to be so huge.
And Adam did tweet out shortly after our interview, the league cap is in this year at 182.5.
Just what he said. 182.5.
It's only going to go up. So I think in 3 years, you're going to look at this like, all right.
All right, who's the next highest paid quarterback?
But that's what I'm saying. Dak can be.
Right now is, you mean?
He could be. Yeah.
No, right now or
like
next?
Who's the next next upcoming?
Kyler Murray, probably.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It'll just keep.
But somebody getting more than what Dak just got?
I mean, Trevor Lawrence in 4 years will have an insane one, I'm sure.
It's amazing.
Josh Allen might be due up for a big extension. I'd have to look at his contract. I don't know where he's at. But like Dak, he's better than Kirk Cousins, but you know what I mean? Like he's a good quarterback. I'm not trying to downplay him.
No, I get it.
But it just seems weird, doesn't it?
Would you take him right now?
Yeah. Over what the Eagles have?
Yeah. Would you take him right now? Would you
at that money?
Would you be happy if he was the guy? Well, no, you can't do that because would you be happy with him being their quarterback going forward? I would.
It's a good question.
Oh, I would. I don't
be
even
happy
think
with Dak
about
Prescott. Wouldn't give it a second thought.
Yeah, I really would.
Great leader.
Do you think he's a guy that can carry you to a Super Bowl, though?
Yes.
See, I don't know if I do.
He doesn't have to carry you. He doesn't have to carry you.
He puts up some numbers.
He's spectacular. And more importantly, he doesn't have to carry you.
I mean, isn't the quarterback supposed to carry you?
You don't have to have a quarterback carry you to win a Super Bowl. Doesn't have to be at all.
I mean, the semifinals this weekend were 4 of the best quarterbacks in the league this year.
It can be. It can be that way.
Typically,
absolutely.
you have.
And then Nick Foles can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but him and Hostetler are, once every 20-year type things.
I got you, but it doesn't have to be your best players can be someone. By the way, defense can win you championships too.
Sure, Von Miller won that Super Bowl for not Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the best ways to be healthier is to lose that extra weight. NJ Diet is going to help you lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days, and it's contractually guaranteed. 855-5NJ-DIET or njdiet.com. This is one of the things that. It's one of the things that just, gets to you a little bit here. The idea that sometimes you trigger people. And I triggered Sean a little bit because we were talking about one of the things we're talking about is the Flyers group of young players and everything like that and where the Flyers are. And I said, when did Flyers coverage get negative? And Sean's like, when you started calling him Carson Hart or, you start mixing up like people are like, and last night too, when you said Carson Hart, you mean Carter Wentz. That's when things started getting negative.
Good point.
Gosh. I'm like, seriously, can we put the big boy pants on? This is Philadelphia, right? This is Philly, right?
Last we checked.
We don't have to sit and make excuses for guys. When guys are underachieving, it's all right to just flat out call it out.
Sure, he's underachieving.
Completely.
He would tell you that.
He's completely underachieving.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
AV will be the first to tell you that.
Yes. Well, last night, Carter Hart, who was supposed to be, he was supposed to be unflappable, right? I invite you to go back and watch that.
Oh, he was
post-game
shook.
presser. And it's a terrible look. I think it's a terrible look, sort of, even to show that you're that you're that wrecked by it, you're that shaken by it.
And you can't help it. Like how many times you hear, all right, compose yourself before you get in front of it's a lot of reason why coaches and athletes, for lack of a better word, lie in front of a camera because they don't want their true emotions to come out. He couldn't hide them. He couldn't hide his true emotions, much like Joe Girardi couldn't hide his real true emotions about
Scott Kinger.
Oh, man, his body language on that was bad.
Either that or he had diarrhea.
Should Carter Hart have been in front of the press last night?
Yes. He played in the game and had to get yanked from the game because he just couldn't even.
How often does a yanked player get put in front of the press? I'm kind of genuinely asking.
I don't know if there's a rule like starting goalie.
You know what I mean?
Is told to come out.
I think he's supposed to come
and
out.
talk?
Well, usually in hockey, we used to request people to come out.
Like,
yeah, we had
it kind of was strange to me that he was up there in front of the press last night.
We would request to say we need to talk to this guy or that guy.
Yeah, we would usually get a list of
Carter Hart
three.
needed to speak last night.
Did he?
Yes, he needed to speak.
I mean, if you're the PR staff and you see that he's shook, do you want to put him out there?
No, but he needs to speak last night. He was the starting goalie in that game, and he literally wet his pants. So he needed to speak last night. This is professional hockey.
I hear you. I'm just genuinely curious.
We need to coddle people.
How often a yanked player from a game gets put, as one of two people.
Starting goalie in the game.
I hear you.
Guess what? Starting pitcher in the game gets yanked. They talk to the media after the game.
Yeah. They have the club. That's a clubhouse.
Starting quarterback after a game.
But that's not a podium thing where the starting pitcher. That's the clubhouse thing.
But it still is. It's they're available to the media. You should be available.
Sure, but the locker room and the podium are two different things.
No, but still being available. No, you should be made available to answer questions to the media. There's
could
never
be a rule here.
Hideout, and there shouldn't be a hideout if you're the starting player of the game. Starting quarterback, you're available.
I'm just saying, if I'm on the PR staff and it wasn't a rule, and I see that kid last night, and I see that I'm going, all right, Carter, why don't you just go hit the showers and get out of here? I don't think that does him any good.
I've seen it done.
I've
seen it done. Like, he's not feeling well, or
players out. They would have to make up
diarrhea.
They would have to make up an absolute falsehood for him to be that.
Yeah, I feel like if he didn't want to be there, the PR staff wouldn't have put him out there.
Yeah,
So
and maybe
that's
props
cut
to
dry.
Carter Hart for saying,
yeah, maybe.
Look, I suck, but no, I got to face the music.
And guess what? There's a ton of
and his
respect
emotions
in there
came
then.
out. Yeah,
Sean's saying, so what do you think of Carter Hart? You're a hockey guy. I can tell you this: the other day, and Bob and I were watching the Sunday game in separate locations. But I said to him, "I'm watching Carter Hart on Sunday, and I'm saying there's the way a starting goaltender of his caliber plays. Check out that check out that crease area." That blue, the blue circles right there, it's in blue for you. They're out, they're aggressive. They're standing square-shouldered. They crouch when they're trying to see through traffic. They're not backing into their nets to get in there. Carter Hart gave up 2 goals in a shootout a couple weeks ago. It was like a week ago or so. Lost a shootout, gave up 2 goals. He was under the crossbar as both goals went in the net, pretty much. Underneath the crossbars. Unacceptable. He's just getting backed into the net. Fundamentally not sound. Do I think he's done? No. I don't think he's done. But right now, it's okay to say, yes, he was the anointed one. He is the guy that everybody thinks is the next Bernie Perrant, and that's how he was anointed, that he's playing like crap right now.
Yeah, he's struggling.
So if
he's more than struggling.
I'll put you in AV's shoes.
This is weeks upon weeks.
What percentage does Elliott get? What percentage does Hart get? Because I'm at like 70-30.
Guess what? I'm stubborn.
He needs a chance to play out of it.
To me, Carter Hart's playing right now every other game.
Okay.
But here's the thing you can't do, though.
I'm surprised you said that.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm happy you said that.
You have to do that.
Okay.
You have to do that because if you don't let him get out of this, it could spiral into something really bad.
Exactly.
But here's what I would say, though, and a lot of people don't realize this, and being in a lot of NHL locker rooms and actually working with an NHL coaching staff, I know how these things work. It's a hard sell right now to his teammates.
Yeah.
To keep trotting him out there when one goalie.
And Elliott's playing awesome.
Elliott, every single game, Elliott gives you a chance to win.
Yeah.
Carter Hart, many, many nights, is not giving his team a chance to win.
Yeah.
And it's hard to go to the other veterans in that locker room and say, we believe in this kid, so we got to keep putting him out there.
Yeah.
When the veterans are saying, we want to freaking win.
Yeah, Claude Giroux has, limited time left.
Yeah, I know that they're playing behind the same defense, but I do wonder, because he's a young kid, how much that plays effect to it, where he goes out there and he's like, you've got to be kidding. Like the first goal, he might not put it on himself. He might put it on the defenseman just because they were completely out of position. And I wonder if that has an effect where Brian Elliott's a more veteran goaltender and he can kind of compose himself a little bit better. And the first goal goes in and it's like, crap, here we go again. Like, can you guys give me some help? Which they need.
Here's the one thing. This isn't a blip. This is now extended into, this is a crappy season. It's a crappy season right now.
He's been bad more than good.
That doesn't mean he can't change it.
Right.
Yeah. That doesn't mean, but I believe the save percentage right now is what?
It's got to be below 90, right?
88%.
Yeah, I think it's 88 something, yeah.
That's horrible. I mean, that's approaching Carson Wentz numbers from this year. Starting goalies in the NHL, how many of them are at 88%?
Not many of the
save
starters.
Percentage. You can't do it. And people are trying to be
He's
like,
at 888.
That's terrible. He'll come out of it. He'll come out of it. It'll be fine. He'll come out of it. He's not going to. First of all, he has not always come out of it at the NHL level. He's not proven that at all. And I don't remember anything that I've even read about his career where he's had stretch of this bad.
No.
Not that I remember.
I looked back at his junior stats today. Not even close. He was at 6% save percentage some of those years.
Got to remind you, Natural Lawn of America, they're the official lawn care company of spring, and they're the safer alternative in lawn care for your kids and your pets. Schedule their full-service program to get free seeding every year and peace of mind. Call 800-FREE-SEED, Natural Lawn of America, with greener grass and fewer weeds guaranteed. It's absolutely be awesome, but you can't ask. And something that people don't want to understand is that in that locker room, we're trying to take care of this young kid here, and the veterans in the locker room. I've seen it in all kinds of sports.
Right?
They're not supportive of going, yeah, let's give the little kid all the time.
Why would you be?
They want to win.
And
and they're like, if one guy gives you a chance to win,
sure.
Why are you coddling this guy? Why are we pandering to this guy?
Yeah, because they weren't coddled to because they weren't goalies.
And I do believe Carter Hart will come out of this. And I think the two statements can absolutely
this
be
year?
true. Yes.
Okay, good.
I think we will see an improved Carter Hart, but I also will tell you this. I also have completely disagreed with everybody who anointed him the next great one too early, and I think that's been proven out. That was dumb. People got to relax. Let things breathe and get a little more data before we start getting out telling them to have a space in the Hockey Hall of Fame ready for people. It gets ready for that. So the Sixers are going to go into action tomorrow. We'll be talking about it tomorrow on the show.
Yeah,
and they're
very
going in
shorthanded
without Embiid and without Simmons.
Adam Silver, this is a joke.
I hope you're coming out full blazing tomorrow in the commissioner.
Yeah, I will.
Because especially the way that the commissioner catered to other franchises when they had issues.
Yeah.
We'll get into this tomorrow with us, and we hope that you're going to be back for that. There's a man in a cardigan coming up, and Tunis and everything. It's going to be great. Thank you very much, Coach, and to Patty.
Who is he?
Tyler Zulli. He wears a cardigan and athletic shorts.
It's a quilted hoodie.
It's very strange looking. We'll get to it next.
The brand name is Vogue.
Bob and Jamie and John will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much. John Kincade Show saying good night.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Well, if you're planning on hiring a lawn care service, doesn't it make sense to hire a company that provides better results and is safer for your family and pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Natural Lawn provides homeowners with greener grass and fewer weeds using an exclusive organic-based lawn care product. Now, this isn't a cookie-cutter lawn care service. Natural Lawn tailors their applications to your lawn-specific needs. And their unique approach to lawn care has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family and pets to enjoy. Locally owned and operated for more than 30 years right here in the Delaware Valley, I trust my lawn to Natural Lawn, and you should too. Get the results you want and the peace of mind you deserve. Take advantage of their limited time offer. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program and you'll get free seeding every year. That's right, free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800 FREESEED for my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. I'm always finding new player props or game props when I'm betting on basketball. And with FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, you can combine these prop bets with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called, my favorite bet, a same game parlay. And you can only find them on FanDuel. There are so many bets you can combine. Rebounds, assists, total points, even three-pointers. Make sure to check out these same game parlays daily. They are just one